It's the Owl Show, bringing my love from me to you. The Owl Show, help me help you to help me help you. The Owl Show, bringing my love from me to you. The Owl Show, help me help you to help me help you.
So that we can herd them all together like animals and say, this is how you're supposed to behave. This is how you're supposed to, what you're supposed to believe in. This is how you're supposed to vote and what you're supposed to do. This is what you need to buy. F that. F that. F it. So I rarely use the word community, but I'm going to use it right now. Comicsgate. Comicsgate as a community needs to come together. And they need to support Graveyard Shift 3, Volume 3. Why? Why do they need to do that?
Content. Yeah,
Lonnie Webb, thanks for $10. Ethan, please boost my Indiegogo pre-launch with 10 signups. Reaching for the Comics Gate. Destiny Mountain Demon on Indiegogo. That's Lonnie Webb. He's got a book called Destiny Mountain Demon on Indiegogo. Consider it done, Lonnie, and good luck to you, brother.
Yeah. So is this what we're doing now?
People say, why Gate? Why Comics Gate? You know, maybe you should get rid of the gate.
It's not really what we're doing now. It's what I'm doing at the moment.
It denotes scandal. Maybe you should get rid of the gate. And I said, no offense.
Like, this is like my big super ending of the Koala campaign stream. At least sync it, you idiot. How do I do that?
I want to apologize for that joke. That was over.
Yeah, let me bring Liam on. Maybe he knows how.
Sorry, everyone. Yeah. Apologize. Okay, back to Graveyard Shift Volume 3.
Liam, are you there?
Chaos Hoy says,
Yeah.
Hey. I'm fine. People are throwing things at me.
People
are
yelling at me to sync this
screens, but I'm all right.
Stream.
Don't take offense to Comics.
What are they talking about?
Well,
that should be the title of the article. Don't take offense.
Can you just turn Ethan down just a little bit while we talk, just so that
I just needed to rethink it.
He's getting a bit energetic there. Yeah, so I think they mean so that it's playing live, but there's a 30-second delay on the basically on playing it through.
Why is this important?
Because we're about 30 seconds in the future, so there's no real way to sort of sync it up like exactly live.
You just got to turn off Ethan's sound.
In some cases, right here we've got Scott Snyder. His campaign
Everyone's yelling at me. Great timing, dummy.
Yeah.
This is they say Black Lives Matter. This means
Jesus H Christ Oz.
Still up. You've still got this organization gets
oh no, it looks like we're not going to be able to sell a lot of those pins on the closeout. That's too bad.
That's fine. Good to know.
I'm sure you're devastated.
Is going to end in 12 hours. It's so important. The Graveyard Shift kick it out. Now, right now,
oh dear.
4 days to go, it is.
People are telling me that my hands are too fat.
A lot of things happen.
Oh, it's okay. What's Graveyard Shift at? I can't see because I've got tiny pig eyes. So
it is at 222,456.
Nice.
Beyond just worrying about Scott Snyder's Nocterra.
Is that what you wanted?
He's like the biggest writer.
I was just curious because I haven't been keeping up on where all the campaigns are at. I've been in development,
Who could be Comicsgate?
I think it closes soon. I don't know what day it closes.
According to BackerKit, he will.
Mm-hmm.
But BackerKit
is it 2 days?
Takes Keanu Reeves.
I think so. Yeah.
With stars.
Do you have fat sausage fingers too, Liam?
I do. It's like I've been stung by a bee.
This is correct. If a man fails, the terrorists win.
what is it about comic book creators and like sausage fingers?
It's a sedentary lifestyle, man. You know, it's a sedentary lifestyle.
No. Mine was, I got mine from construction. I got mine from doing hard work.
Me too. Yeah.
I had beautiful fine fingers, and then I got into construction, and then they turned into sausages.
The delicate hands of a lady, and there. No, I understand.
You got it.
This is just about writing.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
that one time the truck ran over my fingers.
So you just have like clubbed hands, like you have Shrek hands, you know? Like
it's like, you know, those foam hands they have at the baseball games and stuff.
Together we say no to this.
Yeah, it looks like that.
So we say yes to this. We say we don't let the people who kick in Starbucks windows win.
It was a bit chilly in there, was it, Perth Comics? Well, that's what we're here for. We're here to shill. I can make this stream shilly as well. Let's have a look at the Orange Koala campaign. Hang on a sec.
Let me show you what it needs to be.
Why is my internet being so slow?
you wanna mute Ethan while we're talking about stuff, and we'll unmute him when he's when we wanna know what he's saying. It'll make it a bit more bearable for everyone.
I suppose.
Yeah, we'll just pop over and back. That way there's not a bunch of noise pollution. But so I got some good news.
I don't mind noise pollution. I think
I know you don't. I know you don't. You but yeah, no, most people don't want to feel like they're standing in the middle of a train with Orta screaming at them when they come to a stream, you know.
But that's the Oz show experience.
So man, tomorrow I'm going to be laying bricks for the studio. Like foundations are going down, you know. It's a big deal. It's finally happening.
Explain to me how you're laying bricks before the foundation.
Well, we're building the foundation, but because of piping, we need to use bricks and granite first. So I'm going to get the bricks, and then we're doing that, and then But you know, I meant foundation, not as actual foundation of the building, but like the beginning of the process. You know, we've got all of the materials and everything. And now I've just got to lay a bunch of brick and gravel. And then we're going to build everything on top of that because it's at a slight hill. So
Jim Cox says Risey wouldn't be a co-star if Oz minded background noise.
Brutal, Mr. Cox. Brutal.
Co-star. Risey would like that.
Yeah.
All right. So what was I doing? I was sharing something. Let me stop Ethan just for a second. Let's see where we're at with our pins. It jumped up a little bit, I think. So we are at. We're so close to $2,000.
It was 48 yesterday.
It's 1960. Yeah, well, it's $1,965, and we've got 60 individual backers. So we're almost at $2,000.
It was at 48 yesterday. I was like, yeah, we'll probably sell like 2 more. What have you sold? You sold 12 freaking more. Like, what have you sold?
But more than that, because
like
there've been a lot of triple packs and stuff. You're
not really going to be
they get a pin, they get a magnet, and they get 10 stickers for the triple pack.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been the most popular. We'll check back in on there.
I get everything. Yeah. So you're going to be selling them to schoolgirls and backpackers.
Did you caught that? Did you? I didn't think you were watching.
I watched I wasn't. I watched it earlier today before the stream because I didn't want to miss this show, because I said I would be here. And I heard of your evil plan to sell this shit to backpackers.
Don't you think that like, I mean, it's not evil, it's pretty like conniving.
Yeah, I guess it's conniving. It's a great idea. It's a great idea.
I mean, I don't know whether anyone would buy them, but let's just say that I've worn mine around and people have just pointed out that it's a nice pin. They haven't mentioned anything about anything else.
Where have you wore the pin?
Like to the shops and
Where
stuff.
do you even go? So you've got. So you go to the shops and what the cashier is like, that's nice.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, oh, that looks cool. That's a cool pin.
Sweet Jesus.
I'm like, oh, thanks.
Where do you wear it?
They just see it as an orange koala. They don't realize that it's actually you.
Fuck me.
Oh, I don't have the link in the description.
That's too bad. I didn't notice that and not tell you. I didn't. I swear I didn't know. I
You wore it. I did wear it to the cemetery, and I wore it to the shops. I gave one to a friend, and they wore it out to a bar.
What?
I've been giving people fridge magnets and stuff.
It's funny. I'm moving things around, and I was like, "Fuck! I need more magnets for the fridge." And then I was like, "Wait, I've got some coming."
Just wait.
Just wait. We don't have to go. We don't have to go down and buy some. We have some coming. See, she doesn't know about this yet. She doesn't know about this.
She doesn't know about any of this.
She doesn't know. It's just gonna show up at the house, and I'm gonna be working, and she's gonna open the mail, and it'll be an interesting reaction. Yeah. Jesus Christ, man.
With the riot police at our shops. What? Why would riot police be at our shops? What's he talking about?
I guess there's riot police at your shops. I'm guessing he was asking because there's been riots over in the United States, But
Raina says he's giving it away for free. It wants us to pay for it. It's not giving away for free, Ahmed. It's advertising. These are people that are gonna I might have to give them a box of pins to put in their office to sell to their colleagues. Just save the orange koalas.
You're a dickhead. You are a dickhead, man. You are a dickhead. I'm never going to be able to get all of these things back. I'm never going to be able to get rid of them. I don't even know how I've got
to get rid of them as well. It's not all about you.
Oh, it's hard. I guess it's the narcissist in me, I suppose. Jeez Louise. Save the orange koala.
Just keep it in demand and promote it. That's too hard, Mr. Wonderful.
Are you going to get Are you gonna get a little custom box made up with "Save the Koalas" on it and put a bunch of pins,
Yeah.
Little cardboard box.
Custom shoe box.
Yeah. Oh jeez Louise, dude.
I was talking to did you catch Dark Grift, his legal advice for me?
No, I didn't.
He said that seeing as how you haven't opposed it in the US, I actually own the rights to your identity now. Your image.
What?
You said because you haven't complained and
I've complained a
challenged
lot. I've complained a lot. That's all I've been doing.
Like you haven't legally complained, like, or like, yeah, I now own legally in the US your image or your likeness.
Holy fuck! I think he's right.
So what I'm saying is,
Oh shit!
I'm not gonna do anything with it. Like I won't do anything bad, like nothing worse than the orange koala. But just so you know that I do own your image as an orange koala now.
Fucking hell, man! This is fucked up. Like this is fucked up, dude.
Adam Minetta says, "Sounds like consent to me."
It's not consent. Let me tell you right now. There's a I don't even know. It's like I publish Crossroads and that uses my likeness. I wouldn't even like. Whoa.
Hey.
How's
it going?
How you doing?
Hey.
How you doing, Kolle?
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Kolle, welcome back. We love you.
Woo.
What have you been up to in the many weeks that you've been away?
Well, let's see. Chase some cars. And
right.
Well, yeah. Not much, to be honest.
Did you catch any cars? You know, did you just chase them?
Got really close.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is about chasing cars is you should never get too close. They might stop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, then you run into them. Learned that the hard way.
So, have you heard any good jokes lately?
Yeah, sure.
Really? Ah.
Let's see. Well, okay, so since the last time I actually spoke to you, Comicsgate and Dynamite have parted ways, which is quite a while ago. I guess they just couldn't handle Cecil getting between them and their characters. Sorry, that one was lame. Let's see. So, yeah. For some reason, Hell Salad made a comic book. That's right. A comic book based on a cartoon version of Comicsgate live streams.
Does that mean that he owns everyone's likenesses? Like this?
I don't know, but I suspect it will just be a bunch of transcribed live streams placed into word bubbles with the same comic panels over and over again. I mean, how the heck did that get funded?
If Doug TenNapel dresses up as a giant blue foot, can Camel Moon send a cease and desist? Like,
how would I know?
These are the questions, you know. So, oh jeez, Louise.
Yeah. So, yeah, I assume you guys have heard about your boy Zach's new book, Impossible Stars.
No, tell us
Not
about
really,
it.
no. Yeah.
Well, it's about humans trying to escape quarantine imposed on them by aliens. I mean, it's exactly what you want in your escapism. no connection to any current events, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everyone finds their inspiration in different places, I guess, you know?
Yeah. Well, and have you seen the Testify grift bands? Sorry, I mean wristband.
Yeah, yeah, I have.
That quality sucks. Apparently, he had nothing to do with the campaign.
Yeah.
Which, if true, would mean the guys mugged him for his wheelchair tires before cutting them up and selling them as wristbands.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right, I changed the description. You should be able to see the link to the Indiegogo campaign now.
Also,
Sorry, Kolle. Continue on,
let's
please.
sell some more stickers and pins and what else was there?
Fridge magnets.
Magnets, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Basically, I'm not sure if I should do the next bit.
Oh, well, when in doubt, I say do it.
Okay, so sorry for.
Is it about me? Are you afraid? Are you afraid I'm going to strike you? Is that the issue?
Strike? No.
Don't worry, I'm just making fun of myself. It's all good. It's all good.
Well,
what's your bit, man? What's your bit?
Well, okay, so I give you a roast of Micah. Not to be confused with a spit roast. That's Liam doing that with Micah. Okay, so you can tell a lot about a person by their personal branding. Like Sleeveless Comics by Micah, you know, obviously means he's a wife beater.
No, don't say that about it. Don't say that about it. You know?
Which is quite strange, since he was quite the white knight last night, you know?
Yeah.
Defending all this gold.
Yeah.
And I don't know. He's the only person I know of that doesn't want anything to do with anyone who actually talks to Testify. I mean, guilt by association.
No, that's me too. I'm all guilt by association. I'm like, I want nothing to do with any of those guys in that camp either. You know, like I'm a terrible person, Kolle. You got to understand, I'm mean.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, but this roast is not about you. So, guilt by association, blocking lots of people, writing clickbait articles, white knighting, and wife beater. Ladies, get your rape whistles ready. Because
oh my God.
I believe we have found another male feminist here.
Oh my goodness. Nah. I don't think you got to worry about that with Micah.
Micah, so Micah, just give up and put your pronouns in the bio. We all know the truth.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is a roast.
Yeah, but personally, I prefer fucking bitches and making money. Hashtag Comics Gangsta Life.
Since Sketch Therapy and Berserk Guts are not here, I'd just like to ask Kolle about the rumors, the theory that you are in fact alien xenomorph. Is there any evidence that are you in fact alien xenomorph, Kolle?
I don't know. I don't.
You're
I
not
don't know
denying
alien
it.
xenomorph.
Yeah, have you ever been in the same place as alien xenomorph before? At the same time?
Has alien xenomorph ever been in South Africa?
I don't know. You tell me, Kolle. I don't know.
Don't think so.
Oh gosh.
But I don't know.
I'll ask him
No, we're all
next
just
time I see
having
him in
fun.
the chat.
Yeah.
What's it like? What's it like in South Africa? Since we're talking about rape whistles,
Well,
how bad
yeah.
is it down there? Because I've heard some horror stories. How bad is it?
Yeah, the thing is, it's bad, but the thing is, it's not that bad.
It's just a little bit of rape.
Well, no, the thing is, over here, it's, yeah, we're much more conscious about security. So the thing is, usually when we travel overseas, we're the last people who actually get targeted.
What?
Because we're quite security conscious because of, stuff going on. But yeah, the thing is,
I don't know what you're talking about, Kolle. You've lost me.
With criminals over here, at least you can reason with them. Usually they want your money and your car and whatever, so you just give it to them. I mean, if you're in the States or somewhere and you've got those protesters, you can't give them something to go away. You're screwed.
So, I don't know where to begin.
So yeah, that's why I prefer it here.
Passive resistance. That's Colle's way, passive resistance, just give the criminals what they want, they'll go away and you can move on with your life, makes sense.
What did Oscar Pretorius want?
Oh, legs. Definitely legs. No.
What was the last Comicsgate book that you read, Kolle?
Gee, with the postal service stopping, I think it was the second Jawbreakers book.
Cool. Hold on a second. Yeah. I'll circle back to that. Did your postal system shut down? You don't have a postal system there anymore?
Well, the thing is, with the lockdown, the post office basically just stopped. I don't receive anything that hasn't come via courier. So, yeah.
My God, that'd be a nightmare. That'd be difficult.
I
no more cards from Granny.
Well, no trading cards from Ethan either. Which
you can hardly blame Ethan for that, though.
Someone will find a way. Someone will find a way. We'll be on Twitter tomorrow.
A lot of people like to blame Ethan for a lot of things. I don't think we can blame him.
We're gonna be on Twitter tomorrow, and there's gonna be people screaming about how Ethan is responsible for shutting down the South African postal system to try and save money on shipping his membership cards. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
He just pretended to print them.
Yeah, he made some phone calls and shut down South Africa's government postal system because he wanted to save a few bucks on those cards. Yeah, that's the undeniable facts here.
Yep, the truth hurts sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna show. I'm gonna show an ad.
Then I will mute myself.
Don't put too much pressure on me, though. I gotta remember how to do it. That was like 10 buttons.
It speaks to Kestrel,
Yeah.
on a deep personal level. A deep part of his heart and soul is tearing down Liam and making fun of his weebness. I think that resonates deep with everyone. They all want to give me shit for being a weeb. So yeah,
I think that last ad is pretty awesome, though.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I like the sort of thing that turns into a gun and then he shoves his gun into the other gun and has a bigger gun.
That's how big the gun ends up being. It's like fucking huge. What was the other thing we're doing? We're sharing Ethan. That's right.
Yeah.
Is Ethan saying anything yet?
I don't know. We can bring him on. We can listen to what he says for a while, pause it, and talk about it.
Let's bring Ethan onto the... why don't you come on the show, Ethan?
Charming man. I say that. And my humility plus my charm, makes me a catch, makes me irresistible.
Mm-hmm.
Irresistible. People are saying Angel is a dude. Oh, shit. Metal Movies. Angel, I know you're not a dude. Metal Movies and Brewski says, signed up for warts and all plus a back Butch Cleaver. Sign up for warts and all and back Butch Cleaver. Says
so
Metal
warts and all.
Butch
Remind me which ones
says
up.
Pop culture news streams are always entertaining, but these campaign update streams get me legit excited. I need that Blood Honey box. Oh, the Blood Honey box. I forgot to put that in there. That will be in the campaign. We are going to do a Blood Honey box. It's going to be an empty box. It's going to be an empty box, but you can get it. Little Poet Boys.
So,
okay, well, she's got it.
I'm not sure how many I have. I don't know how to
says,
find
Deathfly's
out.
personality makes him one of the best supervillains I've seen. Thank you, Trencher. He's a piece of shit. Well, you'll find out more about Deathfly. Forrest Goes Fabio says, just sending a chat to say we love you. Oh, that's nice. There's some people who are nice to me in here. 75% of the now is hostile and wants to chop my head off.
Gay being gay.
But the other 25% actually legitimately loves me, and I love those 25%. The other 75%, go to your room
because it's the thing to do. Ultimate Agent
somehow. P. Callan says, where's the link to the Cyberfrog website? That is amphibionics.com. Amphibionics.com will take you to the Cyberfrog website. P. Callan says, Warts and All will be my 40th CG project that I backed. That's amazing.
Jesus.
Snarkicon DM says, Zach's idea is like Firefly, only good. Lonnie Webb says, Ethan, would you please mention my Supernatural pre-launch? I need 10 signups today. Bad. Indiegogo Destiny Mountain Demon. That's the second time we read that, but I want you to remember that. Destiny Mountain Demon on Indiegogo. Roscoe P. Coltrane says, Zach is obviously lonely. First, he writes pandemic. Then he writes about the whole planet being under quarantine. I know, Zach. Zach's taking it hard. I'm having the best. I gotta say, this is the best quarantine. I could imagine. I knew I'd kind of do well. I'd thrive under quarantine conditions, under isolation.
I think EVS released
I always
the
felt
virus.
that way about myself. I always felt like, no, I do really well in a bomb shelter. Very well in a bomb shelter.
The virus was released.
I think I've impressed myself with how well I've done. Lonnie Webb again says, Ethan, please boost my Indiegogo pre-launch with 10 signups, reaching for the Comicsgate Destiny Mountain Demon on Indiegogo. Mike Jenkins says, all I want to do is zoom, man, a boom, boom.
Yo, I was pausing for a second.
Bird Gang, thanks for hi. Jackie Myers is here saying,
yeah, just for a second. Just for a second.
You get around to.
Yeah.
Do you want to look up Destiny Mountain Demon? Because I've never heard of this book. I wouldn't mind having a look at what it looks like. This guy sent like 3 super chats to Ethan going like, hey, look at my book. So should we look at his book?
Are your fingers broken?
No, but it's pitch dark. I'm yeah, I'm not set up to navigate the computer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no,
Whatever,
I definitely
dude.
cannot. Well, look, I'm on my phone.
Whatever,
dude.
man. You can't navigate
Yeah, I'm on my
your computer. I'm not gonna argue. It's cool.
Yeah. Okay. I have boomer hands.
T-Rex, back. I need $8 million, guys, so I can selfishly buy a T-Rex and incinerate it. Victor says 40 foot.
What was that?
I saw that.
This is like a house. If Andrew is fine with it, then
I'm trying to find out how many members I have.
Mars Fire Dragon says, turn your ashes with the T-Rex into a diamond. I really think that's a good idea. I think that would be a special way to commemorate the T-Rex. Let's see. Here's $5 from Rankabot. Says, here, get yourself a cup of coffee, you poor guy. Snarkcon DM says, can we egg to Naples Mansion for Halloween? Yeah.
Remember when people used to buy
Fatal closing first 30 days today. Bring the Comicsgate love. Hail the chat. Hail Charlie Snogan. What do you think we didn't? Charlie Snogan, of course.
Remember
we did.
when?
Let's do it again. Let's go through and talk about these campaigns.
What's the matter? Can't you talk over the Ethan? What's wrong with you?
No, I can't.
We have drive.
Not makes sense. I was just gonna say, hey, do you remember when people used to buy us coffee, Oz? Instead of our cupboards being bare and coffeeless, Yeah.
What? What are you talking about?
Buying us? Yeah, buying us coffee with super chats. You don't remember. You're a bad friend, Oz. You're a bad friend.
Sorry, dude.
You're a bad friend. I'm disappointed. I'm let down.
Okay.
I'm on my mobile. That's right. I'm on my mobile, guys.
You're not on your mobile. You're under your blanket with your laptop sitting on your stomach.
No. I am actually on my mobile. That's why I had to get everything set up different. Because the computer's too bright. It will wake up the missus. So.
Oh, look. Mr. Wonderful says, I just backed the stupid campaign.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Xenotype is really it. Like I appreciate every single one of my backers, We love you guys. And oh gosh. Speaking of which, guys, I need one more backer for Xenotype to go up to 640. So if there's someone out there that wants to be Magic 640 and bring me up from 390, I would appreciate that. Pop over and check out Xenotype on Indiegogo.
Bring you up from 390 to 640. What?
From 639 to 640. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm on autopilot.
All right. Let's see. I'll have to refresh it. Is this how the big boys do it?
I think we should be good. Only Mr. Wonderful's probably bought a copy. We're good. Bought a thing. We're good. Oh,
I
it's
should have
taken a while.
prepared. I should
The
have prepared
suspense.
Holy
Oh shit! No,
crap!
okay.
Look at that.
Did someone buy the fucking? No. No one bought the like giant tier.
We got 4 more backers. You guys are great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's in the giant tier?
Thank you so much.
In the giant tier. Sorry. Clear my throat. In the giant tier, you get. Where is it? The orange
Just
koala
mad.
mega box.
It's insane, is what it is.
It's this is in Australian dollars, so it's not this much. It's like $100 or something. You get 10 of everything and 100 stickers, I think. Or no, couldn't be 100 stickers. Maybe it is. I don't know. I can't remember. Hang on, let me click on it.
Whatever it is, it's too many, and they
10
get
pins,
sketched.
10 magnets, and 100 stickers. But the great thing about this is I also give you a free sketch.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's not the one that will. It's not the one that will scream at you all day. You know, like it's the art kind of sketch.
Yeah, I'll show you. Hang on a sec. I just finished a sketch.
The sketch that the sketch that Oz sends you will be artistic, not autistic.
yeah.
What insane people order. Linkovich Chomovsky, upstanding citizens of the CG community have ordered that because they know the value. What is the sketch?
Well, if there was still a comics con going on in South Africa, it would be quite funny if I got 100 stickers and just plastered them everywhere over the con.
That's what he wants to do. That's what he wants. He wants people to fuck with me by sticking like a bunch of my stickers all over places and then adding me as some sort of fucked up harassment campaign. That's what his goal here is. You know, like.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's our boy Oz. You know, it's how awkward can he make Liam? We're not gonna advertise.
It's not just that.
We're not gonna advertise.
That,
okay, what else is it then? What is it, Sarah? Am I missing some nuance here, Oz?
Yes, it's also an artistic statement of the quality of the image that I created.
I see, which is my likeness.
Well, partially.
Mm-hmm. So, I was wondering what's next. You have plans for maybe plushies?
No way. There's not enough people that'll buy plushies, so I'm safe from that.
Yeah, it's true.
He can get away with doing pins and stuff like that because like people are willing to sort of throw down a few bucks to fuck with me, but he's not going to be able to sell like serious shit. That's why, you know, like I'm thinking I don't have to worry about shirts or anything. I'm safe. So long as it's limited to these pins.
You get a small Liam koala plushie, and then with a bigger tier, you also get a Roo plushie to put the Liam koala in the pouch.
Augur says if I could drop 200 for stickers, I would put them all over, New Jersey and PA. I have a lot of friends in New Jersey, and I don't know what would happen if they just walked down the street. and then saw my fucking face staring at them.
Do you think that they'll notice straight away? The stickers are pretty big. They're
Yeah.
yeah,
hell.
they're about the size of a mobile phone.
Oh, well, the thing too, put them on stop signs and stuff, so people will have to see them.
You put them on stop signs, I reckon. It's like
Yeah.
it's like the warning kangaroo crossing signs.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All we want is an orange koala shirt. Nah, there's not enough of you that are going to buy it. I don't have to worry about that.
Set up a Teesprings uncut koala print on demand.
What?
I just love that it's now known as the uncut koala.
What does he mean set it up on Teesprings? Like, no, you'd have to like fund it. You can't
No,
just sell,
you
like...
can get it print on demand. You can just set up an image on Teespring, and then whoever wants it can get it printed on demand.
Nah.
You can.
Yeah. You can do that.
It's a lot of work anyway. It's still a lot of work, and you don't like working, so we don't have to worry about that. It's all good.
So this was a request of one of my
Oh, nice.
generous backers. He wanted a self-portrait.
Very nice. Very nice.
In my suit. Hang on, let me zoom in a little bit. Whoa, not that much. Is there an in-between?
Yeah, you go straight to his junk, you know what I mean? Straight to his junk.
So it's the clam man with a martini.
Clam
Chilling
Bear
out.
Man. Mm-hmm. Some
The
suave
clam
footwear.
looks like the hood.
I gave myself some eyes.
Yeah, zoom in so we
And
can
a
see his
mouth.
face. Yeah, let's get in close and let's get right up in there. You know?
What? This is a little too close. Hang on.
Fucking here.
We're doxing Ozarts in this highly realistic self-portrait, you know. My God.
No.
But you'll notice the keen detail in the shadows and the beautiful, nice brushwork on the inks. So
I actually
hope
really
you
like what you've
appreciate the
done with
artist.
Yeah, I really like what you've done with the trousers, like the way the light falls on the trousers, and the folds in the cloth. It's very well done. So,
Thank you,
good
Liam.
job, man.
Thank you for noticing the work that I put into this sketch, which was a free sketch for one of the backers of the Mega Pack. Thank you very much.
Well, no, you don't have to thank me, man. If I see quality, I say it's quality. If I see crap, I say it's crap. That's why I'm such a loose cannon. That's why I am radioactive, you know.
Highly offensive nose.
That's a self-portrait, man. You can't, like, what are you implying?
People are harsh, man, and they wonder why I'm so shy.
Yeah, you know. Like he's gonna load up his camera one day, and you're gonna see that the bridge of the man's nose is 3 inches wide, and you're never gonna let him live it down. You know, like.
Well, I don't know whether I could show my face now. People have been so cruel.
Yeah.
His camera is not wide enough.
People have been saying that you're. Oh, nice. This is the Cyberfrog action figure stuff by the looks of it.
You're going to get alternate heads.
Make that full screen.
These are, stretch goals. We're working out how to do this as a stretch goal. The deluxe honeycomb posable display base is going to be a stretch goal. We're going to start out with articulation. We're going to add articulation as campaign does better. We get a severed Vespis head to go like it's already in a hand. You plug that in there. These are some ideas. I'm also working on the reservoir frog guns that he'll be able to wear, and all of that stuff. It's underway. Following very carefully in the footsteps of Todd McFarlane's Spawn toys. People like the 90s Cyberfrog better than the... Yeah, Andrea did too. Andrea looked at this. She's like, I like the 90s one a lot. I'm like, cool. I'm going to... we'll put them up. You can buy them individually, or you can buy, all three of them together. The thing is, like, we have, like...
Yeah,
it's so hard.
Mute Ethan for just a sec.
I showed Zach like the estimates, like what these cost. Because Zach is all about money, and Zach wants to know stuff like that. And I explained to him how to make action figures, like the cost that goes into it, and he's just like, Jesus.
So, Ethan, if you're watching this on replay later, or if people want to clip this out of context,
I'm going to watch my show on replay.
Sure. I'm just saying, like, Ethan, if this makes it back to you, the reason that people generally like the 90s Cyberfrog more is because in your early work, because you're trying to sort of do a few different things, you really captured a lot. Like 90s Cyberfrog has a lot more attitude, whereas modern Cyberfrog, you've used a lot of your influence through Green Lantern, and it's sort of a more it's cleaner, it's prettier, it's smoother. But with that, you've filed off some of the edges. You know what I mean? So when people look at the 90s Cyberfrog, they see attitude, and attitude makes for a good action figure. So that's what that's the reason you're getting that feedback. I've been thinking about that for a while with the books, after looking at both of them. And so Warts and All's coming out. And if you guys haven't, you'll be able to check out Warts and All. You'll be able to back that soon, if not now. I'm not sure if it's out now. And that'll allow you to see what Cyberfrog was like in the 90s and how Ethan has grown as an artist. So he doesn't need me shilling for him, but go check that out, if you haven't. It's interesting,
You'll notice a very distinct McFarlane influence on Cyberfrog.
Yep.
Well, let's see. So he was saying
have those influence.
The more money he raises in the campaign, the more articulation the figure will have. So if he only sells like 10, they'll be stiff.
Oh, well, you're not gonna have to worry about that. He's gonna sell a lot,
Yeah, no, obviously. It's just quite funny to imagine.
Yeah, it'd be great to have it'd be great to do action figures and stuff like that, like that's one of the things that I really want to do. I've got a couple of sculptors and a couple of guys that I would love to do Xeno type stuff.
The molds are so expensive, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just not big enough. You know what I mean? I just need to be bigger. Then I can do it all. And I can get like competent people to do it. It's just, everything in steps. Everything in steps. So if you guys have not, please go check out Xenotype on Indiegogo. Help me grow. Help Conquest grow. Help me give a steady job and health insurance to the clan man here. Help us.
And more importantly, check out the Indiegogo campaign, which is closing tonight after the rocket launches.
Yes, I guess sort of do that. I guess But if you're interested, hey, this is a little bit of trivia, guys. I will do a redemption on these pins. I haven't finalized what that's going to be, but I have sort of set aside a bit of a budget for it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the option to send me the pin so that I can destroy it at the end of the year. And in exchange for your pin, I will send you an exclusive piece of merchandise, that you will not be able to get any other way.
Another pin.
Yeah, maybe I'll send you a different pin. Yeah, maybe I'll send you like
a wristband.
Yes.
I'll send it's testifies likeness on a smoldering piece of shit, that's
You're selling it so well.
Yeah.
You're gonna get those pins back.
Yeah. So. But yeah, well, it's late and I wanted to be here for the rocket launch, and I've been doing other stuff.
For those that are watching, Liam, you will not be getting any fecal matter with your pins.
Yeah, they will not. Oh, they will not. I'm not really going to. I'm not really going to. Yeah, I'm not really. Yeah, and I'm not really going to sell. Yeah, I'm not going to send out the prize that you get is not really going to be Testify HD's real life likeness on a golden turd as a pin. Okay, that's not what you're going to get.
No, I'm only sending you quality product.
Yeah, that's that's Liam being in sleep deprivation mode. I'm going to be up in the morning too. Hey, so when does this rocket go off? It's like 2:30 right now.
You don't have to stick around for the rocket, Liam.
I do. I got to see the rocket because the one time I'm not here for the rocket is when something cool happens with the rocket.
Yeah, no. That's the sole reason we're watching them.
Yeah. Toys are for kids, right? Says Tree Goblin. Well, toys can be for kids, or toys can be like statues that don't cost as much. Like they can be set up on your over a TV stand to display. To look cool. I don't play with any of the toys that I buy. Like they're just sort of there so that I've got something to sort of look at as little sort of memento on. And I think that a lot of people are the same way. If
you know what I'd like to make?
What?
It'd be cool. Do you remember those dancing Coke cans?
Oh my God! Yes, yeah, the little and you've got like the dancing. There was like the dancing pineapple and the dancing cactus and all those little, those things, and they'd the music could play and they go, yeah.
I'd like to make one of those of like a clam or something like that. And you know what else you can do? You can they can be activated with a certain noise. So they could be activated during the stream.
They're activated by the Oz Show theme song. They
all start dancing.
Or just have them be activated by the word Oz. So anytime someone says Oz, it starts to spurg out. I don't know. I mean, they're mass produced in China. They can't be expensive to make.
No, they wouldn't be, because you just got to have like a sock to go over it.
Yeah.
It would just be the standard dancing mechanism.
Yeah, King Cobra says 200 quid for a toys are definitely not for kids. Exactly. They would never dance then because no one's ever talking about your Oz. Oh, no. I'm playing Star Wars right now, says Tree Goblin. Have fun, man. Have fun. Thanks for coming out. On a dancing clam riding an orange koala. My gosh.
Yeah. Alterna Comics is doing an Indiegogo.
Really? What are they doing an Indiegogo for?
I don't know what. I suppose we could listen.
Yeah, let's get educated.
People able to continue doing what they're doing. They're doing great work. Mighty Mascots is my favorite. It's my favorite comic that they do. He says, "Don't thank us, thank our readers." Yeah, that's how I feel too. I'm like, don't thank me. Look, I mean, don't thank me. I know I'm an inspiration to a lot of people. I know that.
What is on his hat?
I want to thank you guys.
I think that's the Harley Davidson eagle.
We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here together if it wasn't for the continual wonderful support. You guys. Thank you guys every single day. Now, I talked about this morning briefly. I want to show this video. And while you guys are considering backing any of these campaigns, which I hope that you do, because I'm going to go through them again, I'm going to refresh them, and I hope they jump a little bit. While you're considering backing any of these campaigns, I caught a video on YouTube from somebody who, didn't have too many subscribers, but it was pretty extraordinary. My name was in the title. I didn't know what he meant. I didn't know what he was going to say.
I wonder if it was me.
And then I just couldn't stop listening to him. This fellow here.
No, it wasn't me.
Am I frozen again? Yeah. It actually says Google Chrome not responding. Come on now.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan
Right,
Benskiver Google's his
Close this
name.
program.
What a narcissist. Oh, my goodness.
What are you talking about?
I said, you guys heard it here. You know, Ethan Benskiver Google's his own name. What a narcissist. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Unforgivable. Unforgivable.
He said he's not Googling his name as much now. He Googles the word cyberfrog.
Yeah, no, I'm not being serious anyway. Like, no one really cares. That's
No,
the absurdity of it.
but
Well, Ethan is. There's two
Ethan?
Ethans. Whoa, just went into. Okay, we've crossed over into the Berenstain universe. It's happened. You know.
I'm not sure about the whole Bernstein thing.
You don't think? Yeah. So let's hear what this guy's saying about Mr. Human Sunbeam, Mr. Benskiver. My buddy, Ethan.
Awful lot. This made me very happy. In fact, it almost made me cry. It almost made me cry. Here we go.
Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Fool me a third time. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I was in California doing a pretty cool.
Fool me a third time. I don't even know what the fuck that is, he said. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Static Coder, you're the man.
Out there and worked on some cool stuff, and they insourced my position. Now, that strikes me pretty roughly because I would always go in for, feedback, things of that nature. And I'm like, hey, how are things going? How am I doing? How am I performing? Is there anything more that I need to do? And everyone was always like, oh, no, you're fine. You're great. We wouldn't survive without you.
That sounds like me at Marvel Comics when I was at Marvel. Am I doing okay? Is everything all right? Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine, Ethan. Everything's better than fine. It's great. And then you find out that it wasn't at all, Ridiculous.
No, they wouldn't have survived without me. Because when I first got there, within the first 3 days, 19 happened. And we had to keep the continuity between us and 161 countries. So no, I know you would have fucking failed if I wasn't there. It shows. They had no contingency plan, none of that. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm here to talk about is fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me a third time, I don't even know what the fuck that is because people typically don't let it happen a third time.
That's low IQ. That's what that is.
Determined to never let this happen a third time. What is it that you may ask? What is that you may ask? It's leaving your well-being in the hands of a corporation, in the hands of a company, and those in which are not yours.
That is huge. I love it. Yes. I keep saying this over and over again. People, those of you who are still working for big corporations and feel secure, do not, because this kind of thing happens. You should know better.
If I fail at something, it's cool if I fail at it because I'm doing the work with my hands.
I gotta go.
If I'm giving my absolute best
gotta go keep the dogs.
I'm fucked over, that's a different story. and it hits differently whenever you are not the only one affected. I've never been this angry.
What's this guy
I've
talking
never
about?
been this angry.
I don't know. It's meant to be talking about
However, I've
Ethan,
never
but I
been
think
this
he's talking
hungry.
about being
There you
exploited
go.
by the
There you
corporate
go,
machine.
lad. All right, so this is what it's all about. When this kind of stuff happens and you get mistreated by a big corporation, you got two choices. You can be depressed, you could be miserable, you could be accusatory, you could launch Me Too allegations if you want. Good luck with that. You could do any of that stuff. But this guy's saying, you know what? Like, I'm pissed off, but I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm always hungry too. I know what he means.
I can understand why people become vicious. I can understand why people become very, very cutthroat.
That's me.
Once they figure out how corporate America works, once they decide to never let it happen again. So,
yes,
this
lad.
is just me speaking to you all, and the importance of having a side hustle, the importance of continuing to better yourself. If you want more out of life, you must
I don't know what's going on.
Whether it's
I don't know. I don't think
talking about
or learning how to code, things of that nature.
Learn how to code.
Which moves me into coding. First off, if you're trying to learn how to code, go to codingphase.com. $20 a month. He actually has a lot of deals.
What the fuck's going on?
So sometimes you get half off, but that's not my call to make.
Let me skip ahead here.
With that,
skip ahead, Ethan. I don't know what's going on.
What I was saying whenever I began to cut out, because everybody was like hitting me up like, bro, I love what you were saying, but you start cutting out. I have all the messages. I promise you, I will let you know. But yeah, I understand why Josh Fluke is the way he is when it comes to corporations. It's not that hard to see. It's very understandable, especially whenever you live through it, and especially whenever you live through it and it affects more than just your life.
You know what was trending on Twitter today?
Well, I don't follow social media trends because I'm a bad marketer, but so no.
All right, let me put it this way. You know what was on the top of the news page today?
No, I have no idea, dude. Like, what was it?
It was George Soros.
Really? What's going on with old Georgie?
I think Fox News or something was saying that George Soros is funding all these mayors, and they're releasing all these criminals back onto the streets. And that's why they're having such terrible time with crime in those democratic places.
Well, this has been common knowledge for a while, so it's interesting now that it's just making it to the media.
Well, what's interesting is like the guy was saying it, and then the other two women that were on the panel just like shut up, and one of them said, I don't think we need to involve George Soros in this.
Seriously?
Yeah, and like it was really awkward.
Yeah.
It was like a Fox panel, and like someone got into their earpiece and was like, don't say anything about George Soros.
I don't know about, like, Ethan said, yeah, being cutthroat, being screwed around by corporation. I've been screwed around by corporation too. Like, a lot of us have. Now, that's what this guy's going through. He's like, you got to be hungry, you got to be cutthroat. And these guys are probably doing way better than me. I don't take my advice, but I don't think that the key to sort of overcoming this in the long-term sort of battlefield is to be cutthroat. I think that we need to get back to the core of ethical capitalism. I think that we need to get back to sort of principles where we put the customer first, and we are a bit more kind and human and understanding, and treat business less like a means of defeating someone else, and more like a system where we can uplift everyone using product that they want. And I mean, again, I could be completely wrong. I could be, an idealistic dreamer. But I don't think being cutthroat and being ruthless and being driven entirely by anger or hatred is, or spite, revenge. I don't think that's the path that we should be following, because I think that will just ultimately lead us to the dark side. I know that's stupid to say to a lot of people. I think it's dumb, but like, we need honest, good people more in the world than we need people that are cutthroat winners at all cost. Like, there's got to be a better way that we can find this to make this all work.
Heal the world. Make
Well,
it
hey,
a
I mean,
better place.
I would like to try. You know what I
For
mean?
you and for me and the entire human race.
Mm-hmm. Simply Jack says Liam sounds and seems less orange today. Yeah, well, it's late. I don't want to wake up the missus, and I don't know.
And
Like, I've been thinking about business.
his
Yeah, exactly. And I've just been thinking about like life and everything. This guy's talking about business and being sort of cutthroat and winning at all costs. And I mean, I'm all about, over, around, and through anything. You know what I mean? Any obstacle that gets in your way, don't let anyone stand in your way of your success. But, I don't want to be cutthroat. There's connotations with that word. Like, I don't want to hurt anyone else on the way to success if I can help it. I don't want to be like, well, this is the shortest and most successful way, so I'm going to like sink you to get there. The media can suck my dick, El Hombre. Well, the mainstream media is the whore of Babylon, so I'm sure it'll have fun doing that. That's what it's all about.
Oops.
So
I didn't mean to click that one. Stop talking about Josh Soros in my chat.
I've brought
He's gonna
peace,
get
justice, and prosperity to my new comic book industry. That's awesome, Sketchin, man. Dango. Good on you, man.
A Nazi right? Have we concluded that he's still a Nazi, or is he a reformed Nazi? Can you be a reformed Nazi? How much money does it take for you to be considered a reformed Nazi?
Yeah, it's a good question, isn't it? They got all that Nazi gold, so I guess there are no real Nazis left. They can all be reformed. Nothing wrong with being good businessman. It's
Nazi gold would be an
capitalism
awesome
at work.
name
Yeah,
for a band, don't you reckon?
it would be. Nazi gold would be, but wouldn't fly in today's world.
Let's go see Nazi gold.
Yeah, Amit, I agree. Like, I am a capitalist at heart. Don't think that I'm not. I believe in ethical capitalism. And I mean, that's a technical term. That's not like moral. I mean, like, ethical, as in I want business that uplifts the community and provides a service rather than just drains from people. Yeah, I know. Wish I were right over my head, or am I on a whole other level? My 4D chest under here, man. Drago. You don't know. You got to figure me out. You still haven't figured me out.
Oh,
so,
Ivan Drago. That's
welcome. Welcome.
Hi.
What happened to Kolle anyway?
He said that he had to go feed the dogs, so he had to pop off.
Oh, how did I miss that? What was I doing?
He sort of mentioned it briefly underneath Ethan talking about something else, and then popped off. So, Amit says using capital to make money. How's that a bad thing? It's not. It's not. But it's also sort of a bit naive to sort of boil down the whole lived experience and business to, well, this transaction justifies me in my treatment of others and the community, and it's totally cool to completely, destroy this thing here and put people out of work and then just move on and leave people's lives in ruin. I think the business should be something that helps people as well as brings you profit, because we currently have giant mega corporations strip mining, the common man and robbing them of everything they possibly have.
Liam, this is a comic books type stream, so we need to speak the language of the people. So what he's really saying is, go read the Dr. Seuss book, The Lorax.
Yes.
And
the
they're, you know, it gives you in pictorial form a lesson in rampant capitalism and its destructive effects on the environment.
And again, I'm a capitalist. Don't think that I'm not. I am a capitalist.
Could I present a question?
Yeah, of course.
Can capitalism solve its own problems?
I think that.
What?
Do you want to say that again so that Oz can hear?
Yeah, you do it. Yeah.
He says, can capitalism solve its own problems? I think that ultimately, like, I don't know. That's a good question. I think that it's less about trying to solve the problems and more mitigate the damage. You know, so like, I think that the problem is like people going, "Oh, yeah, of course." I mean, life is adversity.
Well, there's no such thing as pure capitalism anyway. Like that's like the capitalisms we know are bound by really strict laws. So, you know, that's why we got the black market still. It's kind of like asking, can the black market fix the black market? It's like, no. That's just a product of us not wanting to, you know, trade vices for money.
So, you know, I think that, you know, we've got a problem right now. And I don't think that solution to that problem is Marxism. I don't think it's communism. I don't think that it's radically reinventing the wheel or tearing everything down and building it up. I think that it's just about practicing a little bit more responsibility and being a little bit more human and considerate to everyone, you know, like just sort of being a bit more compassionate, just a little bit, you know, just to the people that work for you, for the people that you're, you know, for the families of your competition, like for the communities that you work within, you know, just you share the planet with everyone, you know. I know it sounds gay, but I mean, just is you making an extra $2 today worth destroying that guy's, you know, entire livelihood and taking thousands of dollars out of his hands? You know, probably not. You know, like if he can't feed his family or if you can't give him a job or anything, maybe you just you know, if you don't need it, don't earn that extra $2. Don't be greedy, you know. I mean, pursuing it just for the sake of pursuing it is, especially at the cost of other people, is selfish and cruel. And just be considerate, you know. That's what I would say. But I mean, I'm no giant mass marketing businessman guy, and I'll never be in the 1% of Australia. So my advice is probably shit if you want to follow business, but I think this is an issue about society, you know, right now. And yeah, read the lauch.
Dolpha says,
"Is everyone yelling at me?"
Livingston Seagull for Liam. Man, Tolfa, that's an old reference, my friend. Jeez.
Oh gosh. Yeah, is everyone yelling at me now because I dared to express an opinion?
Oh, that's what we need to do. Well, we don't need to do it. Explain to me what was happening when you went on to Piper's channel. Did anyone in the chat here see what happened when I went on?
Yeah. Oh, when you went on, or when you were sniping them? I saw it.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
Huh?
I went on to say hello, and I ended up getting stuck with sketch therapy and testify on other
fucking purgatory.
And it's purgatory. And I was like, I didn't say anything, but like the funniest thing happened. Like Testify and Sketch started arguing with each other over whether or not I was Liam. Sketch was telling him that me and Liam were the same person. Testify was like, no, they're not.
Listen, I hung out with the guy so many damn times. He still thinks I'm War Campaign. It's fucking ridiculous. Shut up. Shut up, Sketch.
So I don't really know the full details of everything that happened. All I know is like I was out, getting my yard work and everything for the day. I came home. I hadn't really slept, and I was like, all right, now I've got to sleep for tonight's stream, And then I get hit up going like, hey, Piper wants to sort of, talk to you. And I was like, what? So like I go over, I start looking at the stream, and at the time she wasn't talking about me, so she must have talked about me earlier or whatever. I don't know. But so I watched it for a bit, and then Piper was like, oh, Liam, come on, I've got a personal issue with you. And I was like, you got no personal issue with me. I've been nothing but kind and supportive to you. Like, what are you talking about, But then I thought about it, and I had a couple of words with the missus, and I thought, all right, well, fine, I'll go on. And I went on the stream to find out what was going on. And Piper's like sloshed, and we barely talk about anything. I still don't get to the bottom of what her issue with me is. And then Dark Gift starts asking me questions about, like testifying stuff. And we sort of talk a fair bit. And then Piper sort of gets sad, and I'm like, are you cool, Piper? And then she sort of gets up and she's fine. I'm like, okay. And then she sort of says that she's wanted to talk to me, and I'm like, okay, well, we'll talk. But then she still doesn't tell me what her issue is, and I don't understand what her issue is. And then she goes to sleep again, and I think she's crying, and I feel really bad. And I'm like, I'm really sorry I didn't make her cry. You
made a drunk girl cry.
I said, I'm sorry if I'm being combative, but I'm under a lot of stress. I haven't slept, and I wasn't yelling at her or mad at her, like just to put things in perspective, these guys have been going to like my fiance's things, and they can say it's not them, but like it's weird when they go there and they go to like the sponsor families they do, and they like click like on all the pictures of the children and stuff, and you think that's not sending a message to me. It's weird, it's stalkerish, and it's creepy, and I don't think they understood why I'm so mad about this stuff. And so I just said all the shit. And then she sort of went down and was crying and sad. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I've got to go. Like talk to me in private. The door's always open. It always has been. I've never had an issue with Piper. And then I left. And then like she woke up like 5 minutes later, because apparently she wasn't crying. Apparently she was asleep again. I was like, okay. And then she was like, oh, is Liam not here? And she like woke up as soon as I left. I was like, well, you never told me what you're like. I don't know. I'm really just sick of this. I don't know, guys. You just can't win. It's like you try and be a nice person, and everything's just upside down and topsy-turvy, It's just no one's just human. No one's normal. Everything's all weird and like I don't have issues with social cues in real life, but on the internet it's like everything's asked backwards and stuff, and it's like no one means anything they say, and someone does one thing and then they do another thing, and they like.
Do you believe in the Bible? Are you religious, Liam? I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Yeah. I'm a born again Christian.
Well,
when everything
is topsy turvy, it's you hate to think that but we're still moving like it is at the end of the road forward, but like you think that everything is topsy turvy, and it is. Everything that's right is wrong, and everything that's wrong is right, and that's exactly what we're living in right now. Enough said.
Yeah. No, it's true, man, and I don't know how to deal with it. You know what I mean? Because like it's coming at my business, it's coming at my life. I don't know who to trust. Like everyone's turning on me, and it's just kind of like I don't get even why they're doing it. You know what I mean? Like it's like they try and get me to be angry at them. They try really hard to get me to be mad at them. And then as soon as I get mad at them, they go, oh my God, whoa, Liam's mad. And I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna, and then it's like, I'm not going to talk to you anymore or interact with you anymore, because you're not actually, you're just here to cause disruption and pain. And you're here to upset my customers and upset me. And you're now stalking my family. It's weird. Leave me alone. And then they get upset when I block them all, and I make rules. It's like, well, I have rules because when there were no rules. Yeah, sorry.
When you freaking went off earlier, man, I'll tell you what, that was pretty good. I didn't say that was healthy. I wouldn't say that was healthy, but that was pretty good. I admired that shit, and you know, when a man has convictions, that could break mountains, like a, you know, that could split right through mountains like a sharp piece, you know, like sharp water.
Yeah.
And I heard you. It's not healthy. I've been in that situation. It feels good, but it's like smoking like a whole pack of cigarettes at once. You know what I mean? It's gonna do a number on you.
I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
We're getting up in age, man.
That.
You can't. Yeah, it's getting up in age, and it causes. You know, you don't want to do that. You want to live your life. You want to focus on what you're doing. When you know, Liam, you're like Captain America, and when Captain America says, when somebody tells Captain America he's doing something wrong, how do you think he's going to act towards that? Because he feels he's just. And if you feel you're just, you know, people are, you know, I can see where you're coming from, and other people, well, you know, they have other reasons why they feel they're just, but it doesn't correspond to your life and what feeds your belly and makes you shit and feeds your family. You know, fuck them. But that's not how you think, Liam. So that's just my opinion. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, and I get it. And I want to sort of, it's difficult because this is the reality. Like, yeah, you've got to understand there's ops and manipulation games at play here. So like what you guys see publicly is only a tiny portion of it. And like, the goal is to destroy Comicsgate. It's not to just destroy me. It's to destroy Comicsgate. You notice that.
Why do you remind me of Sketch so much, man? You and Sketch, man. Same.
No.
Like diametrically opposed, man.
But the difference is, right? The difference is, like, I know the shit I'm talking about, rather than I'm just coming up in like a fever dream. Like, there's a reason that these guys all gravitated over to Piper when she had their falling out. Now, these guys were the same guys who were calling her trash and a whore in the War Campaign Discord. They were like saying that she was, you know, a slut and a tramp and all this other shit. And now, because she's gone off on her own and it could damage the Peregrine campaign potentially, they're all her best friends. They're all supporting her. They're all sucking up her ass. Right?
Damn it, man.
You know, you guys don't understand everything that's going on. Yeah, you know, like, it's all to try and damage Comicsgate and any success that it has, because they feel spurned by Comicsgate and they think that Comicsgate should be burned to the ground and is dead. They're pretending it's for these other reasons. They start out by coming in, they're going, and a lot of these guys are connected to the Mock Spot Kiwi Farms Discord. And so what they do is they come in, they go, oh, everyone here is a free speech advocate, right? Don't block us. And that's what they do. You go, oh, don't have moderators. Don't have moderators. Let us spam whatever we want. Let us say whatever we want. And then they'll start to say anti-Semitic shit. They'll say really stuff to provoke and get that creator in trouble. And that's what they do. And then when the creator goes like, no, I don't want to have any of that, then they turn on them. They tried to do the same thing with Michael Bancroft. They did the same thing with Smiling Bandito. And then they turn around and they try and put the spin that this person's anti-customer. They do these big social justice warrior games. They did it with me. They do it with everyone. And then basically the only way to deal with them, if you're a new creator and this is happening to you, the only way to deal with these individuals is to block them and not interact with them, because they're all part of a big cell that is trying to destroy your business, not because of you or what you're doing, but because they want this faction to fail. Right? It's all tribal politics. It's all politics games. And that's the reason you'll notice that they talk like politicians. You'll notice that Testify will lie like constantly. Everything out of his mouth is a lie. And he pretends he doesn't know what he's doing. He's got a double spin on everything. He's got a spin for everything. He implicates everything. And he whips people up into a frenzy and manipulates them because he's trying to create a hate mob. He's using sort of coercion tactics. They're not human people, you know, like John Malin said. These aren't real people, you know. The screenshot that I saw recently was, this is their livelihoods. It's to us, we're playing with pocket change. Let's have some fun. So their goal here is to destroy people's careers, just like the social justice warriors, right? That's what we're dealing with. That's what's happening. And they're pretending that it's just for laughs. They're pretending that it's just for humor. But these are malicious, spiteful people that want to tear others down, right? So sorry, but that's what's going on, and that's the reason I'm having to take it legal ultimately at the end of the day, because this is very big. This is orchestrated. These are propaganda campaigns designed to ultimately destroy people's careers. And if I lay down and do nothing, I've chased him off. If I lay down and do nothing, then they just move on to the next guy. I've seen it happen twice now. So that's the truth, guys. Like, this is the thing. I'll tell you guys, I'm not the most charming guy. I'm not the best business person in the world. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, I'm not perfect, but I'll be honest with you guys about shit, and I'll let you know what's happening. And that's what's happening, and that's what we're dealing with as creators right now. Sorry, El Hombre.
Let's see.
Thank you, Oz.
Let's see how if we've sold any more.
Yeah.
Let me refresh.
Oh, it's in demand. How long is this going for? Forever? I don't know.
No. Tonight it's closing out.
Tonight's live.
Do you have cameras in those things? I need like spy gear. I want to put those on people's refrigerator.
Didn't move.
Yeah, that's too bad. That's too bad.
How about earrings? Can we have those earrings?
Oh gosh.
Maybe we need to show more of Ethan.
No, listen, guys. No,
it's Ethan's smiling face that sells the book. Sells the book.
Hold up, guys.
Yeah, that's what people want.
I came in here to be a spurk. Where's Risey at? I mean, we could find a girlfriend for Risey, right?
Yeah, Phantom X. I drew Phantom X. I think in 133, New X-Men 133. I didn't create him at all. I had nothing to do with him. Yet the piece says, you watch him live. You see my super chats to him about you. No, I don't watch him live. I watch his videos. And your super chats have come up a couple of times. People show them to me, and thank you for them. It's very kind of you. Eclipse Warlord says Charles Jones made the Asgard number 0 Indiegogo and only partially fulfilled. Oh, Ben Jones. Then stopped responding to emails, DMs, campaign comments. Twitter's active. That's weird. Yeah, Ben Jones. He was on the show a lot. Kind of disappeared. Jabba the Cluck says, "Shut the fuck up, Ethan. Nobody gives it." Yeah, they do. They asked me.
Earrings is one word, Mr. Wonderful.
They asked me, so I got to tell people when they ask me questions.
We don't use the word panties in Australia either, Mr. Wonderful.
I don't mind. I love that story. They're really upset about it. Like, Ethan's claiming, I'm just having fun, bitches. That's all. I don't want anything for it, even though I'm owed royalties. Thanks. Creator byline. Steve Ditko created the Hulk, but Jack Kirby gets the credit for it. Why is that? That's not fair.
Lord Finatra for $2. Thank you very much. Says Oz
I
is a drag
X-23, but these
queen.
guys get the credit for it. That's not right. Next movie, I want my name in the credits. It's only fair, and these guys know it's true. They absolutely.
I meant to put that on EBS channel. Fuck.
Tim Pool is the big topic right now.
Knickers or undies. What else would we call women's underwear?
Oh my God! Why does that bother them so much? Why? Why does the truth?
I don't know. I've heard granny panties for I've heard them call that. So we've got to have panties, because we've heard people call them granny panties.
I created all of the characters that they consider to be. I mean, and here's the thing, though. Like, Ethan would probably piss himself if he saw this female Wolverine, and I'm like, but I created.
So retarded. Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't do that because it was my idea. So, and the other thing about it is that somebody
we're hanging out, selling koala pins.
Your character's way different. Your character
closing out the
Japanese.
koala pin campaign tonight.
I didn't know that. I didn't know X-23.
And there's going to be a rocket launch soon.
She was. But if that's the case, you
missed Kolle do his comedy bit. It was genius.
My character was mixed race. That's very special.
That's what I meant to do.
Asian representation. I understand Marvel Comics has a problem with Asians. Look at CB Sobolski. But
is this ever going to catch? Are people going to question you? Is this ever going to happen?
Erasure that went on.
Is what going to happen?
My character, X32,
like people are going to question your activities.
Her Japanese identity.
What do you mean? What activities?
Like, I'm trying to spread the rumor that you're a drag queen.
So I apologize. to Japan on behalf of Marvel Comics.
It's not working out too well for you. I'm too
if
dapper in
enough
my
people
suit.
say it, somebody will believe it.
But you're the only one saying it. That's why it won't work.
Ethan, have you
I'm the
heard of
kindling.
Tina Green Lantern? Go on.
All right.
Piss
Let's
thyself.
see what Ethan.
Yeah,
All right, Ethan probably
It's gonna be very
tell them
long,
that too,
slow
they get upset
burn.
as well.
I hope he says it really good.
But I mean, this is the thing. I
Like
was working on
surprise.
comics for a long time, and I'm an incredible creator. Incredible. I had my fingers in a lot of characters. A lot of these, a lot of the female and diverse characters that you're reading and enjoying now for the big two. I had my fingers in them. That's
people are starting to believe it
because I was around. So
I
people
think
would ask
his
me to do
hands are fatter
designs
than
and
my
things like
hands.
that, and or ask me for
What's up with that
ideas.
gay ass shirt?
So just so you see those characters.
The shirt's are right. It's very Art Deco.
Female empowerment, and a lot of them, a lot of them were picked up and handled by men. Truly, I did it. Okay, so yeah, all right. So let me let's go through the campaigns. I got another story to tell you. It's pretty neat, but let's take a look at what we got here. Ethan Van Skyver, Cyberfrog, warts and all. It's the launch, guys. This is very important. We are about to launch the Cyberfrog, warts and all. Complete 90 seconds.
You can't shoot too much at once. Sinatra asked for earrings.
And I want cameras in my magnetic koalas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can support the channel. You can support Oz Arts by buying those pins if you're in the chat and you're enjoying this, and you don't want to buy the membership that he got from me playing video games, then you can definitely go grab those pins. And if you're not really a pin person, but you want to support Conquest Comics, you want to support me, Xenotype is available on Indiegogo. We're at 639 backers right now. So if there's anyone out there that hasn't picked the book up, but likes Spider-Man, likes Bio-Booster Armor Guyver, Bio-Booster Armor Guyver, or Attack on Titan, Akira, you like the superhero soap opera, but you can't get it down at Marvel Comics anymore because everyone's topsy-turvy upside down, then grab Xenotype. It's a callback to sort of tradition while being a new blazing path to something bright and new. But yeah, so check it out. I suck at pitching so bad, guys. It's like
that was fluid.
I need to have my pitch like right in front of me, to be able to do it. I'm fucking retarded. It's like I'm a newscaster,
When does Ethan call you a drag queen?
You could be the next president of the United States. You just need to, read poorly off a teleprompter.
That's right. That's what I need. I need to buy myself a teleprompter. In fact, before I launch Xenotype Book 2, I will buy a teleprompter. I'm fully serious. That will.
It can't be no.
Because do you remember Channel V? Do you remember Channel V, Oz?
Yeah. I love Channel V.
Yeah, I did like punk segments on Channel V and stuff. Did you ever see me? Yeah, did you ever see me?
I probably did see you.
Yeah, that's what I did. Like, did programming for that. That was fun. I can do a teleprompter. It's just freeballing it live and
teleprompter. I'm not saying teleprompter. I'm saying teleprompter.
Teleprompter. Yeah.
It is pronounced teleprompter. That's the correct. It's not teleprompter.
Big Daddy, you should look into making toys. Xenotype has toy to characters. Yeah, that was by design. That's intentional. I do not have I don't have the backing to be able to pursue that currently, but I have the facilities and the capacity to pursue it, but not the base to support it. So I need to if I could get over 1,000 backers on Xenotype, then I could look into toy lines and more merchandising in that regard. But where we're at right now, it's just not an option. I'm sorry, Big Daddy. But thank you for your suggestion. I appreciate that, man.
Mr. Wonderful's trying to be technical here, but I still think it's a teleprompter. Tell me what the difference is between an auto cue and a teleprompter, Mr. Wonderful.
Because they called it a teleprompter. So, like, what's the difference?
Yeah, I don't know what the difference is. Let's watch my ad again.
Bird Gang is a new. He says Channel V was great, especially around the 90s through the mid 2000s. Yeah, man, it's a pity that they disappeared, but they cut themselves off from their audience. They shut down all their social media stuff, and they didn't have a forum or anything, and they withered themselves out, and they died. So let that be a lesson, and play the trailer now, Oz. I'm sorry.
What does he call you a drag queen? Hey Oz.
Yeah.
I was playing this earlier.
Yeah, guns that merge with other guns to be guns are cool. I'm gonna do that. I'm doing it. Something that I do next will have a gun that merges with another gun to become a bigger gun. That's rad.
Yeah, these kind of adventures can be yours if you back the Orange Koala campaign.
Thank you, guys.
But do little microphones come inside of those magnets? I need some spy gear, man. Nothing says spy gear like Orange Koala magnets and pins.
So why is your avatar a mighty cock?
I drew that. I got to show some kind of art.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're an artist, man. I had no idea. Like, can you?
Is that good for you? Stuff? Oh, I suck. I totally.
No, dude, I like that. It looks like something out of a storybook. It looks nice. Like, did you color it too?
Yep, with color pencil.
Can you show us more of your stuff?
Yeah, I could get on with my camera. Hold up, I can show you with my camera, but I don't have a camera for my laptop. No, okay, fine, Liam. Can you take me off of, even though it's a picture? Can you take me off of full screen? Thank you.
Little sensitive there. It's okay.
Yeah, even my picture. I ran into Comicsgate by Draw Streams. There's this guy, Jason Brubaker. You seen him running around Twitter lately? Well, this guy, I used to hang out in his Draw Streams, and this was before I was making pages, and he was the guy who actually inspired me to kind of, get the gear going. And I made a bunch of shitty pages, but I went from 4 pages in 1 month to 8 pages in 1 month, and then I burned out.
It's not me sketching. I'm not doing it. I'm being very polite about it.
All right, so I don't want to take up the thing. Go ahead, Oz, while I look for this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm amazed. I always thought that he was just a dude from the chat. I didn't know that he was an artist. We've got so many talented people in Comicsgate,
he does those songs.
Hold up, Oz. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I spent about a year or two hanging around watching to make sure that I wasn't watching a Nazi group. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it took you that long, did it? Okay.
But when I don't know if anybody remembers the Fall of Rome.
The who?
The Fall of Rome stream. Remember that?
Fall of Rome.
Okay, whatever. When the shit went down and a couple things went down, and in between the Fall of Rome and Warren Ellis, I joined. And I started making the music, and then Oxmoth fell, and then. But how long is the music? How long can I do this, Oz? How long can I keep up this shtick? You know what I mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, through our music, we can live forever, my friend. So you make a good song that stays in someone's heart, they'll come back, they'll listen to that like years later. You know, maybe you just got to tap into that.
I think Testify. I can show you a song right now, Oz. I put it in your Twitter. Actually, go check in your messages, Oz, if you want to play that
Jesus
song.
Christ. You want me to do more work?
I made a song in 15 minutes because I was in Rotten's chat and Testify, or somebody came in. Could somebody tell me who this person is? Because I made a song out of them. And I think it's Testify, but they sound like Sketch, but not like Sketch. But
do you how is Rotten doing? Because I haven't checked in with him in a long time either. Like,
he does the repartees during the midday, right? But he's got the one day where he had 10 people on one tablet doing an X-Men montage. It happened like a week or two ago on a Friday or some shit. But like he had like eight artists doing and one character for an X-Men montage. So one person had Colossus, Cyclops, Beast, Storm, you know what I mean? But they all drew on the same canvas, digital canvas.
Thank you, Johnny Rando, for being here. Sorry that this content wasn't your liking. I always enjoy your company, you know that. Thanks for tuning in. Stay awesome, buddy. Enjoy your.
No, I thought you were. No, I thought Mr. Wonderful was Oz. That's what I thought Mr. Wonderful was.
No, Mr. Wonderful is his own man. He's a
No, he thought no, because when I met Mr. Wonderful, I told him I thought he was somebody else, but he didn't know what I meant by that. No, I thought you were Oz. And I thought Az was Oz.
Nah.
And I'm like, are they saying his name wrong? Oh, so
I had as subs.
No, it's a shitty song, but I made it in 15 minutes, and because somebody came in and was like, "All you modders that in here don't copy and paste," or some. He kept going on about the mods who don't copy and paste, and I made a song out of it in like 15 minutes. But I think
Did you think that Mr. Wonderful was also Pan?
No. I think Mr. Wonderful thought that I thought he was Pan.
You thought that he thought?
Right.
No,
I
was saying you wanted to have me on stream, and you said you thought I was Pan.
No, I just wanted to have you on stream and just kick it away. You know, Oz, talking about that, I do a show now, right?
No.
Exactly, because I placed it at the right time when nobody streams at Sunday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, and I did it and right before you stream. So I do 6 a.m. to 10 Eastern, and I think you start at 8 or 10. I think you start at 10 or some shit, or 12. But what I'm saying is that I played your commercial like twice.
Oh, cool.
Yep. That's what I wanted to say. That's
awesome. Thanks.
Not that I had a show, but that I played your,
Yeah, it's cool when people consider it like that and do stuff without us needing to ask them. Thank you.
You know, Oz is the leader of the Spurg. Sometimes it could become that, but like I'm the Spurg of the.
I'm not the leader of anything.
I'm the leader Spurg of the Spurg. On my show, it's weird and crazy, but they like it. I don't know. I don't talk about. I don't get into politics too much. If you have one sentence, that's it.
Yeah. I wish that I could avoid politics more. I've stopped following all of the election and everything that's going on. I have no idea. Ever since for like nearly the last year, I've been completely detached from everything except for sort of the pedophilic, anti-pedophile.
Besides that bullshit.
Of all the things to choose.
Besides all the fucking shit. No,
well,
Leo,
no, I hate that stuff. I hate that stuff,
No.
and I know a bunch
Fuck.
of I know a bunch of fucking really fucked up people that are working in animation and stuff, and I hate that it has such a grip on it because it's so predatory towards children, and that's the only stuff that I've sort of vaguely kept an eye on, you know. And
what I was thinking,
I want to know where those guys go. I want to know what.
You want to know where the editor went. You want to know where the costume designer went. You want to know where the casting director went.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know where the colorist, all these people who had to look at over and over and over. But hold up. Are you more interested in American politics or Australian politics, Liam? This is what the fucking.
I'm more interested in American politics than I am Australian politics because I know that Australian politics will devolve into two guys just leaping over the table and beating the shit out of one another. And that just will not happen in American politics, right? So, like, you know, if things ever get really, really bad, it'll just devolve into screaming and throwing of hands, and then it'll be sorted out. But in America, like, you guys can essentially, like, you know, change the shape of modern democracy, and it's fully dependent upon the power of words, you know. Technically ours is too, but you know, there's I don't know. You've seen what our politicians are like. You know, like, I was just showing some of that already.
I get that a lot from people. American democracy forms a lot of forms and informs, or what does it do? Form or inform? Or both?
I have dual citizenship, man. I love the United States of America. I love the United States of America.
You dual citizenship with America?
Yeah, I love America. I lived in America.
You talk about this before. What'd you say your favorite part was? I heard you talk about this before.
Dude, yeah, I love Jersey. I know it sounds crazy, but I've been all over, you know, and I just love New Jersey. It's like the people were kind, but they weren't pussies, and like it wasn't like I hated New York. I went to New York and I was like, oh my god, this is a nightmare.
Quick, you're being targeted by the cancel culture mob. Your inbox is blowing up. Your Twitter mentions are filled with.
We're boring. You want some idiots.
I thought you were better than this.
No,
I'm
it's just
shocked that it turns out that you're a garbage person
talking about
too.
cancel culture.
I stayed up all night crying over what I saw that you retweeted because I thought I knew you, but I guess I didn't know you. I guess you don't truly care about marginalized people. And then you go, wait a second, what do you mean? Like, of course I'm not a garbage person. Of course I care about marginalized people. Don't tell me, tell them by apologizing. And you get all kinds of messages like this, and it's really confusing if you don't know what's happening. There's a petition demanding your termination. What do you do? According to 3 professors who've all had this happen to them recently, they all agree on one thing: don't cave. The pressure to apologize in an effort to appease one's tormentors can be tremendous, but do not give in to the pressure. If you feel you did no wrong, do not apologize. Says Princeton University classics professor Joshua Katz. He says, I have watched people abase themselves before the mob in an effort to receive mercy for what should at most be a misdemeanor and be mocked for it. There is no redemption in the new woke religion. I love these professors. I know. I love these guys. These are 100% correct. Katz made the comments during an August 30 forum, Saving Higher Education from Cancel Culture, which also featured DePaul University professor Jason Hill and Cornell law professor William Jacobson. Jacobson, who was targeted by so-called cancel culture mob over the summer, warned the unrest and tensions on campuses today are being used by certain groups, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, to increase their power. This is a power play. What we're seeing going on campuses and in the culture more broadly is an exercise of power to prevail or to prevent open. Jacobson said during a 2-hour discussion, they want to prevent the open discussion of ideas. My idea is that we throw all of them in a pit full of rabid tigers. I want to discuss that with SJWs. SJWs, you want to explain to me? Can we have a conversation? Can we debate? Can we have a debate about me putting you in a trebuchet and flinging you into an oncoming train? I'd like to debate that with you, but they don't want to debate that. They want to silence me, and that's the problem. In June, some in the Cornell community had mounted a campaign to get Jacobson fired after he published 2 posts on his conservative blog, Legal Insurrection, that bluntly criticized the Black Lives Matter movement amid the George Floyd protests and riots. Jacobson said he learned to go public about the attacks against him rather than cower. He learned the targeting was a highly coordinated effort, and it is. I understand revolutionary movements and the neighbors denouncing neighbors, colleagues, workers denouncing other workers is one of the hallmarks of our revolutionary movement. That's what we're going through right now. What do you think this is? What do you think this is anyway? This is a revolutionary movement that we're going through, and we all need to wake up to it. Fight back. That's essentially what cancel culture is. It's a revolutionary movement. While the effort to cancel Jacobson was unsuccessful, he wasn't canceled. The venerable law professor was still publicly censured by his dean, and many students have called on their peers to boycott his classes. Jacobson said he's lucky he has the job protection. The damage from cancel culture is not to the people who are able to survive, who have a platform or job protection. It's to everybody else who doesn't have those benefits and those protections. They're scared into silence. Professor Katz, who came under fire in July for his dissenting letter against his colleagues' racial justice demands, said that in the current climate, pretty much anything that goes even mildly against the reigning and increasingly radical and bizarre. It's fucking weird. It's bizarre. It is weird. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, it's weird. They go, trans women are women. And you have to go, yeah, they are. No, they're not. I mean, they're just not. Strictly no, they're not. It's bizarre. It's weird that everybody has to nod their heads to that.
You're a weirdo.
They're trans women.
Thanks.
I'll go with trans women.
Amit Rayner asks Oz, what is WOG? It's another name for having the flu. You've got the WOG. It's also a derogatory term that they used to use for people that came from Greece and Italy and stuff.
Hold on a second here. I keep getting kicked off. I don't understand.
Mr. Wonderful. What have we got? Hang on a sec.
That words are violence and need to be policed.
50 minutes.
Talk about how you're hurting people. Even more frightening is that
we've got 50 minutes.
Violent actions and calls for defunding the actual non-metaphorical.
What rocket?
So these people actually do want to.
We're watching a rocket launch tonight. It's
free speech is a bedrock principle. If we cannot agree on this, then we're lost as a nation. So I love seeing this, guys. I love seeing these professors stand up. A major reason the cancel culture is so effective is because it creates the impression that the whole world is attacking, when in reality, it may only be a few dozen weirdos. Therefore, he also recommends pushing back. We do need a cultural shift in which people are given some room to be wrong, and where our first impulse is to try to convince our opponents rather than destroy them. No, but that's not the point. The point isn't to do that for them. They don't care about that. They don't care about the one person they're destroying. They care about the 1,000 people who are watching this who are now going to shut the F up. So I do think that if they don't stop doing it soon, there will be no saving our society from really ugly ramifications of where this can go. Thank goodness people are actually speaking up about this now. Do not cave. Do not cave to these radicals. Don't ever cave to them. Stand up to them. Never apologize. Never give them anything that they want. Don't give them anything they want. Call them weirdos. And that's the thing. I mean, I will say this. Why Comicsgate? Why are we doing what we're doing? Why does Comicsgate exist? Comicsgate exists because it is a movement that stands up against this very same thing and protects people who are going through it. There's somewhere to go. There's somewhere to go. I mean, if you're being canceled in comic books over whatever you believe or say or who you are, don't worry. You can come here and you're going to be okay. You're going to be all right. You're going to be able to, crowdfund your comic. You're going to be like Dan Fraga, Shane Davis, Bill Williamson is coming over here. He's going to do great. All these people are going to do better because they are, they're with us. It's weird. It's like all this stuff. Cancel culture is happening at a moment when technology is changing, when the world is changing. The mainstream is actually having trouble now. I mean, they can't even legitimately offer a better situation for people than we can. So it's perfect. Comicsgate is in a perfect situation. Bill Willingham, I'm sorry, I said Williamson. Bill Willingham is coming over. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, no wonder I was
confused.
Can
provide a better situation for people here. And we can make sure that people do not get canceled, that people are able to get funded, get their comic books out there. I will be here, Big Mouth, trying to sell some of the better comic book efforts. I can't do it for everyone. I pick and choose. I pick some of the best Indiegogo campaigns, the best looking comic books, and I promote them to you. And you guys, thank you for continuing to support them. You guys are amazing for this. Amazing. We're amazing. We're amazing that this is happening right now. We're amazing because it's the future. And we're here making it. We're here making it happen every single day together. So thanks for that. I'm going to let me just check. I don't think there are any more super chats, but let me check. My throat already hurts. I've been talking like nonstop all day. Yeah, we got some. Entropy says, do I pick a second perk to get the toys on Wreck Planet? Well, you're already going to get the Cyberfrog toy, right? The Cyberfrog toy is free. The Salamandroid toy, you can just buy that.
Are you watching
the
EBS show, or are you doing the ad show?
You can add it on to the order that you're making now. So just buy a copy of Wreck Planet, go to checkout, and checkout's going to say, would you like to add a Salamandroid toy? And you say, yes, I would. It's cheaper that way.
Am I doing his show or my show?
Yeah.
This is my show.
So what are you doing his show for?
Well, I thought the audience might like to hear his show for a little bit.
Maybe. That was fun.
And hopefully once his show ends, maybe some people will come over.
When does he call you a drag queen? I'm starting to read the super chats now.
Wearing Comic Artist Pro Secrets gear, all caps comics gear, or Cyberfrog gear. Cranberry Langers, thank you for that. Deltaverse Comics says, with wraparound premium cover pie crumbs not included. Twitter Trash says, did you see the trailer for Superman Red Sun where they made him Russian? I saw a clip of him talking about the fall of America. I hate DC even more. Well, interestingly enough, Red Sun was done a long time ago, and I think it was written by Mark Miller. So Mark Miller is legit. The story is, what if Superman landed in the Soviet Union rather than the United States, and how would that have made him different? And how would that have changed the world? It's a good story. Don't react to that negatively. It's actually, I think it says something about communism. Tadawini says, please don't have the con in October. My job doesn't allow vacations in October. If you do, please let channel members get the stuff you give at the con. Thanks. Okay, Tadawini, good to know. Bird Gang says, Marvel changed dialogue back from Asian to British a couple of years ago, too. Something's up there. Yeah, why does Marvel hate Asian people? What's going on? Leonidas says, purchased my frog book and have been tracking the delivery, and it's been through 5 states before leaving the country. Better be good, fat man. I hope it is. I hope you like it. That's crazy. Lord Finatra says, Oz is a drag queen. Eclipse Warlord. I read that one. Let me just do one more refresh on the super chat. And see if anyone came in.
Thank you, Ethan.
Let me make sure I read these. Here we go. Cranberry Langers say, Cranberry Langers said, they say they stand for moral purposes.
Nobody
if
cared.
You oppose it,
Nobody cared, Oz. Nobody cared.
Purposes to quell power of freedom opposition to them. Yeah, you really have to be upfront about what they're doing. You have to explain openly and over again how evil they don't like it. I mean, but first of all, you cannot let them have the moral high ground because they don't have it. They're not entitled to it. Tell them why you don't like SJWs, what they do wrong, and why they need to be opposed. They just screech. Leonidas, thanks for $5, says F, so he's calling me fat. Thank you all very much. Appreciate you. Love you. Thanks for joining me. Thank you so much for backing all of these great comics. Please continue to do it. Share the campaigns that you like, even if they're ones other than the ones that we're talking about today. share them, talk about them, try to get other people's attention, and let's continue to rock this out. Make sure to back Alterna Comics because you demanded it. Support Alterna and the great people who work there. Love all of you. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning into this afternoon. And I'll see you again either tonight or tomorrow morning with another video. Adios.
Catch you later, EBS.
So I missed something. I caught the end of it. You guys were laughing pretty hard when I came back, but I don't know what it was about. What did I miss?
I don't know. What will we... Oh, Bloody Finatra did a super chat insulting me on Ethan's show.
Oh, okay.
VIP, how's it going? Let the raid begin. I should I'll play the intro again if more people come in. Now what? So like, how does this streaming thing work, Liam? I was just like relying on other people.
Hey,
The key is not to be eating when people ask you questions. That's step one. Okay. Otherwise, there are these long, awkward pauses. But why don't you bring up the trailer, and then we'll talk some stupid shit for a little while.
No one is coming. No one.
No one is coming. It's such a great line for like a horror comic or like a horror movie. Like, no one is coming. Like that somber moment where you realize you are fucked, right? You are on your own. So yeah, but how long until this rocket goes to launch? You know, like how long have we got? It's 3:37 in the morning, Oz. How long until the rocket? I have to literally load a truck full of bricks tomorrow, Oz. What time's the rocket go into space?
I'm not keeping you. I said you could go ages ago.
Yeah. What time? How long? 45 minutes. Well, 41 minutes. All right. Okie dokie. I can do that.
You can do that?
Yeah. Oh, I can do that.
Have you, anyone in the chat, do you ever watch VZA's stuff? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
I'm eating, so I cannot answer
I'm
you.
eating potato chips.
Where's your art, Frenetta? Like, have you got your art to show us yet, dude?
Call me Finn.
Yeah.
Not Finn from Star Wars. You call me Finn. It's cool. It seems like I can't say from after.
What the fuck is that? It's a bad porn movie or a bad porn movie. Why are people talking about porn?
You don't want to see my shit, man. What do you
The
mean?
Lethal Diva has whipped our chat into a porn frenzy. She's a bad influence on the chat. Yeah, Bogdan Digital Arts is a bad porn movie. Wait, is it all just Bogdan? Is it just Bogdan? I saw porn mentioned a few times.
It's
just Bogdan. So she's whipped Bogdan into a porn mad frenzy. You know, I apologize. I thought it was the whole chat. That's what you get for only half paying attention, guys. Let's be a lesson. Don't be an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so no one knows what VZA is. All right.
Hey, Dark Gift Comics. I'm talking over Oz. Come in here, Dark Gift Comics, and tell us what happened with the Piper stream after I left. After I made Piper cry, what happened? You were there.
I was there.
Oh, you were there too? Okay. Well,
I want to take it
then
out.
I guess
You did fine. She's sensitive.
What was I going to show you? Oh, VZA. Yeah. So I met this guy. Well, not met, but cyber met this guy. Right. This is not a romantic comedy. Hang on a sec. What have we got here? What are we looking at? I wonder if Finatra thinks he's telling us what he's showing us.
I totally am. And I was saying I was skipping all that shit because I didn't want to show you that stuff. But let's see if I can find some good. Yeah, you want to see what I look like here. There you go. So I suck really bad, but if you like this type of stuff, that's kind of that's all excuse me, that's all traditional. So I suck, but sorry. That one's bad page. Can y'all hear me?
You say yeah, I can hear you, man. You say you suck, but I mean that rooster was far higher quality than this. Is this your early work? Why is your rooster so good? Whereas this is really
my time because this is comic art. Right? Yeah, because it's comic art. That's why.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I was giving myself reasons to draw shit. This is all my first work, actually. So,
okay, cool.
No, it's not an excuse.
No, I'm not, dude. Everyone starts somewhere, right? And I'm not discouraged.
It's not going any further than this, homeboy. It ain't going any further than this.
Mm-hmm. So your muse is in your music. No pun intended. That's where your
my muse is in motion. If you can see those 5 panels right there, it's just all motion.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I really. Yeah, right there. Can you feel Can you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Can you feel it?
Wait a minute. Do you have a ginger there oppressing someone else? Is that there? That panel there. There's a guy pushing.
Yeah,
there's a guy pushing. See the ginger?
This.
Or is that brown? That guy there, right there.
It doesn't matter. I didn't pay attention. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, gingers never matter, right?
Well, no. The main character of this other story I got down here is actually a ginger Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Well, I'll give you.
I don't know where that shit is. All right, so let me finish. All right,
wow, dude. Yeah, look at that.
Maybe I should be a fine artist and not a comic book artist.
Why do you separate them? Why don't you try to apply your fine arts to your sequential work? You know,
because I'm a comedian. Because it's more comedic, and that doesn't work. And the more realistic, the more it draws you out of the story.
Interesting. Oz, what do you think about that? You're a fine artist that does picture books. You know, what's your take on that opinion?
I don't know.
Too much realism. If you drew an absolute like dollar bill art, you know what I mean, like comic book, it wouldn't work.
It could work.
I'm going to tell you right now, the idea of an entire comic book that looks like it's in the same style as Money, like American Money, you know, with those little squiggly lines, but it's like the whole book is done that way, would be epic as fuck. That would be sick as fuck.
What would the story be? Yeah. What would it be?
That's what I don't know. I wouldn't waste a shitty idea on it. That's why I don't want to just throw something out. Like that gimmick is cool enough that, like, you know, it would be rad.
It's a concept I got. I don't, Scott McCloud kind of turned against Scott McCloud publicly turned against Comicsgate, but I suggest to read his books to understand comics, and that's where I learned it from. The balance between realism and the story.
I think that you should probably dismiss that advice.
All right.
I think that in all honesty, I think that a comic book can look like anything so long as it conveys the story well enough.
Yes.
And I think that people trying to limit other people's art instead of embracing the different myriad forms of art is why the comic book industry boomed during the 90s and is stagnant now. You know, like that same mentality is why we don't have chromium or foil covers anymore. And look at how popular they are among the fan base. You know, so. But you apply that same logic to the art, you know, like let's have something weird and wild and different, you know, like why can't we have a fully painted book? Why can't we have a landscape book? Why can't we have like, you know, like an airbrushed book?
I agree with that. Like some of the best comics
why can't we have a book that looks like an entire, you know, money, you know? Sorry, I'll
return to Shambhala, Dr. Strange. No, Liam, come back here. Talk over me.
No, I'm here. I'm going to use this opportunity to finish eating. So, like, I'm listening.
Okay, that Doctor Strange book, that Shambhala, what was that book called? Can you help me, Anthony? It was all painted, but it was written out like a picture book novel. What was that one called?
You were close with what you
were
saying.
Return to Shambhala or some shit.
Something like that. Yeah, I can't think of the title, but I know what you're talking about.
That was fully painted, but the story would not afford a sequential art to tell that story. All it needed was the scripture or the literature on the left or whatever on the side of it.
Yeah, it was written more. It was written more like a novella with pictures.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was really cool. I dug it. Yeah.
Do you remember Civil War comic books in the mid 2000s Civil War?
I kind of dipped out around that time.
Well, did you at least read the main ones, like just the 1 through 6? You remember how they had the Civil War montage and then they would have the dialogue over it?
Oh yeah.
Which was probably the best part of. That's why I liked it actually. I like the comparison between the Civil War and the Civil War in Marvel Comics, but that was only capable of being told in one way as well. I think. Same thing with the painted. Same thing if you were doing dollar bill art or fine art sequentially. It's not worth it at all.
But some of the best comics that I own don't have your traditional comic book art style. You know, like some of them are like the art, like very realistic art. You know, like realism. Some of them were very abstract. You know, abstractly. I mean, look at oh geez, I just woke up.
You know,
Narwhal.
they said
look at Narwhal style. Yeah. Narwhal style isn't your traditional.
Yeah, but he's got a good lighting technique though.
Yeah, and even his layouts aren't really traditional. So I mean, yeah, you could do anything you want as long as if it's sequential art with words, it's a comic book. You know what I mean? So
Gaius says that this show is not a comic book show, and nobody understands me. That's what Tristan said.
But as far as last night, she was cool. Everything's fine. We explained that you apologized, and then she even said that she had some issues going on, and then drinking and being up all night. It wasn't really you that got her upset. It was just like a trigger, I guess, for other things.
Pilgrim Media for $2. Thank you very much. Says book idea: organ grinder, monkeys, politician faces.
Okay.
And Monkey Jeebus, speaking of monkeys, says Alex Ross is realistic and he uses real models for his layouts. That's right. That's another example of a highly successful, prolific artist.
Marvels. Yeah, remember that 5-part series, Marvels? Remember that?
Yeah, Marvels. I was about to say, what's it called? It was called Marvels, yeah. Like the one that had that opening scene with like the newspaper on the cover that looked like amazing. And the Human Torch.
Same thing with Civil War. Yeah. Civil War had the frontline comic with that guy, Ben Urich. That's what I like too. I like the behind the scenes, and that was what Marvels was, right?
Remember when characters like Ben Urich could exist in comics and people knew who they were?
Yeah.
Who am I talking about? Let me act dumb again.
No, you're doing nothing wrong. I'm saying that like the now, if you were to say Ben Urich to the average, Spider-Man fan that was like within the last 5 or 6 years that had jumped in, they'd be like, who? What?
They'd have no clue who he was.
You'd have to for Ben Urich, for a character like Ben Urich to exist or matter, he would need to have been Mary Jane's secret lover that got a blood transfusion from Peter in high school, and now secretly has dormant spider powers that have been brought forward in him. That's the only way Ben Urich can matter, and that's the current state of the comic book industry. It's garbage, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
That's why if you want something that can get back to the basics, the superhero soap opera, please go back Xenotype today. It is available now on Indiegogo.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Nice segue. That's how you pitch.
Oh, that guy in Marvels wasn't Ben Urich. I'm sorry. It was some other schmuck, but never mind. You made a good point.
I'm surprised that J. Jonah Jameson can even exist nowadays.
Not with that mustache.
He's such a character that the outrageous yelling boss that they can't get rid of JJ.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
They drove him around like he's like. If we get into JJ, the recent shit that Slott did with him and stuff, you'd be like, that's fucking nuts. I'd be like, yeah, it's not even cool like Silver Age nuts. It's just like him running for mayor and shit. Like, just fucking, just don't. It just sucks. Like,
he wasn't. He wasn't that type of character. Don't try to turn him into like Spider-Man's Lex Luthor. You know what I mean? Like,
he's not a politician. He's a motherfucking newspaper editor. Like.
Yeah.
But didn't he go through Alistair Smythe at some time?
Yeah, there's that. And his son's Wolfman, I'm getting that name wrong. Is it Manwolf?
Wolf by I thought it was Wolf by Night, right? Wasn't it? Werewolf by Night or something?
He's got the amulet.
There's Manwolf.
The Moonstone or whatever, yeah.
Earthmind says they've turned Triple J into Alex Jones. Is this true, Mr. Ozark Creations? Have you heard Triple J lately?
Yeah,
are they screaming about the frogs being gay?
Well, movies.
Are they screaming about the frogs being gay? Do I need to start listening to Triple J more? Like, is that?
Nah.
Well, in the movies, in the Spider-Man MCU movies, he did portray a Alex Jones type of internet show like you do, but with comics.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
I'm
glad someone gets it. Most people don't get it.
You said that character cannot be replaced, so much so that they brought what's that guy's name? The guy who plays him. They brought him from the original Sam Raimi trilogy into the MCU. That's how good that guy J.K. Rowling. Give me a fucking break. What's his name?
I'm eating. I'm sorry.
Same actor they brought from the Sam Raimi movies who played J. Jonah Jameson in the Tobey Maguire movies.
Yeah.
They got the same actor to play him in the Tom Holland movies. What's his name? J.K. Simmons.
Simmons. Yeah.
J.K. Rowling. Same shit. Rowling, Simmons, whatever. Thank you, Chad. These guys don't have my back. I'm going to mute myself. Take it over.
The US police were asking about a heat ray to turn on protesters.
Wait, say it again?
A heat ray. They wanted to use a heat ray on the protesters in DC.
A heat ray?
Like,
was this in a comic book or is this like real life?
It's a real life military weapon. That it's an interesting new thing they're doing. They're experimenting with that and sonic weaponry for crowd control, but they're not allowed to use it on crowds because apparently it's inhumane. So it's interesting.
I knew about the sonic stuff. I had no clue about heat ray. I was like, is this like an X-Men book or something?
Whistleblower says federal officials asked about availability of heat ray before clearing DC protesters.
That's funny. And then just lastly, Liam, we did tell her that you asked for her to reach out to you, and she said she would. And that was basically it. And then I played some music.
Thanks.
Yeah, and then I played some music, and she cheered up, and she started singing, and everything was good.
Why aren't we using this? Listen, it's a active denial system. The ADS, which is a non-lethal device developed by the military in the early 2000s, is also referred to as a heat ray and makes the skin feel like it's burning.
We're not using it because it hurts people, Oz, and it makes them uncomfortable, causes them pain if they stand there when they're not meant to be there, and that's cruel. That's not what you want from a weapon.
But we can use electric fence on dogs.
Well,
isn't it basically the same thing as an electric fence? Really, I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah, but they can't vote for. Dogs can't vote for. Can't vote and help your domestic terrorism activities. Sabotage democracy.
You can also eat dogs.
So
it's just that, and dogs are smart enough to run away from the electric fence when it zaps them. So,
yeah, But no, it's retarded. It's retarded. Like we should be using that stuff. It should just we should have people out there on the streets busting up these mobs and establishing order. And it's ridiculous that it is the way it is. These are not peaceful protests.
I look at them videos and I jump out my seat, like flailing my fists, like ready to fight, like vigilante style. It upsets. It's very upsetting.
Imagine what happens when your cousin gets late to work. He's frustrated. He leans out the window and he tells a bunch of these guys to go fuck themselves. And then they drag him out of the car and beat him to death. Now imagine what's going to happen. We're going to have a massive fallout. It's going to take one guy, and then there's going to be a bunch of guys with guns. Not one guy, a bunch of guys with guns in a mob, in a militia, reestablishing order because the cops won't do it, and it's going to be messy. It's going to be messy. That's where the future's heading right now.
I've been calling that out. I've been calling that out for over a year now, and my one friend's like, "Oh, it'll never happen here. It's the United States, blah blah blah." And then with the stuff in Kenosha and then Portland and all that stuff, I was like, "Okay, so now people are shooting each other in the streets. You believe me yet?"
It's going to take one guy, and then there's going to be a, in parentheses, organized militia of angry dads and angry husbands that are sick of this shit, right?
Oh, it's already happening. They're already doing their own.
Starting to form, are they?
Yeah. And they're already doing their own little protests. I mean, small and not as many, and you don't hear about them because I don't think there's going to be protests.
I think there's going to be purge style groups of men walking down the street shooting people. That is what is in the future.
Oh yeah,
organized groups like hunting fucking wild animals, walking down the street, going blam blam blam, and shooting people. That is what is going to happen because the cops are not establishing order. It's probably going to be within the next couple of years at most, right?
There's already ones that are together, and they're saying if you guys come here, they're not going to other cities. They're like, if you come here, that's what's going to happen. Basically, they've already said it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, it just takes one dude's, cousin, his brother, his daughter, his sister. One person gets fucked up, and it'll set off a chain reaction of a bunch of people that go, fuck this. And it's going to be a mess. Like, the left does it all the time. They have their sacrificial heroes, and then they all rise up. Watch what happens when the guys with the guns get mad. It's going to be ugly, right? So
I was going back to your dual citizenship. I asked in the chat, but I don't know if you saw it. Does that mean you can vote over here?
Yeah, that's actually what got me in a lot of trouble. Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Hey, Oz, share my screen and audio.
That's a big demand.
Oh,
I love democracy. Yeah. I love freedom. I love the United States of America. God bless America.
I was in Rotten Glory's channel earlier, and some guy came in abruptly and spouted a bunch of stuff and being who I am, Rotten said, "Yo, make a song out of that." And he didn't think nothing of it, but before his show was done, I made a song out of it. So if you want to figure out who this guy is, I don't know who this guy is. I want to say it's Testify, but I don't know. I really don't know. If you guys want to figure out who this guy is, that would be good. You want to hear the song? It's like 1 minute. It's
right.
1 minute and 15 seconds.
Play the song.
You guys are talking about politics. I dissociate and I go into mental.
Yeah,
collapse.
play the song. Fuck politics. Play the song.
Oh, do I got to share screen? Oh, sorry. All right, there you go. So, he jumped in real quick and he's like, "Oh, Finasher, make that song." And, people say that all the time. Or like, Camel Moon, clip that. But, like, I produced it in, like, 10 minutes. So.
We got trouble.
Who is this dude?
Copy, paste. Copy, paste. The shiznit. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. If you ain't copying, motherfucker, you ain't pasting, bitches. Copy, paste. If you ain't copying, motherfucker, you ain't pasting, bitches. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Do you know what I am? I am the shiznit. Who wants this shit,
I don't know.
Copy, paste. You all motherfuckers, a bunch of fucking mods in your goddamn chat. You don't have any viewers, motherfucker. Do you know what I am? I am the shiznit. Copy, paste.
I have no clue who that is.
I don't know who that is. All right, it just ends like that, and a couple of laughter at the end. That's not Testify? I don't know who that guy is. All right.
No,
that's someone doing a sketch therapy impersonation. That is not sketch. It's someone doing a sketch impersonation. That's not
nothing, right? I don't know who that guy is, but he jumped in and started spouting off. That was like 2 sentences, and I took all that, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, and they're with the copy paste. They're making fun of Supreme Heretic over from Fandom Menace. That much that I know, but I don't know who's saying that. I don't know who's the one actually saying it.
Yeah, I don't know. I never heard that. He sounds Hispanic, a little Hispanic.
But then the rest of it sounds like a sketch.
It ain't sketch.
Yeah,
I don't know who it was. I was fucking
like a sketch impersonation.
Well, because I made it really quick and I wanted him to play it and then them to talk about it, but they Rotten totally forgot about it and ended the show, and I was like, shit, I don't know who that guy was. It wasn't Deadwood Dale, definitely not.
No.
When are you going to make a good song for Nacho? Fuck you. One day.
They're spoof songs. They're good. What was everybody so critical of them for?
Nah, whatever. It probably was Mecca McCheese. Was that Mecca who did that?
No, that wasn't Mecca. I feel like I saw the stream that you got that from, but I don't remember who was on it.
It was today.
That was from today?
Mm-hmm. Or yesterday. Yeah, it was.
No, then I saw it a while ago, like a week or two ago. They were doing the same bit, and I don't remember who it was.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. I'm working at the shitty music, and I don't know who that guy was. So if anybody call Adam Walsh, America's Most Wanted. Find out who this guy is. All right, enough of me.
Oxmall is Mac and McCheese. How come everybody still hasn't figured this out?
I did not know that. No, I just found that out.
Yeah, he's got to tell. Mecca's got to tell from his military. He always, when he's talking to someone, he always says "sir."
Oh.
And he does it, and even in all his characters.
Yeah. It was obvious that he was it was obvious it was McCheese from the beginning, you know what I mean? Like
I thought so too, yeah.
It was sort of funny, but it was obvious that it was McCheese. You can sort of tell in the sort of back end of his voice when he's doing the impersonation.
Yeah. Like I said, he even like I think was it on here? Did you have Ethan and quote unquote Oxmall on here at the same time? on one stream.
He was on here. He was on your channel, Liam, I think, or
Anyway,
maybe Bancroft, one of them.
He was talking
Yeah,
to EVS. I remember he was talking to EVS, and he kept calling him sir. And then if you ever hear Mecha McCheese when he talks to EVS,
Yes, sir.
he always says sir. And it's like, but with that military, like...
Yes, sir.
Well, not like that, but like the way they place the word in the sentence. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like... yeah.
I think so, but I never been to the military. Yeah. Maybe it's a military thing, American thing.
I called him out on it in DMs, and he admitted it. So,
all right, why don't you? So he's a Protestant.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
He's a Protestant.
Yeah, they butt elbows.
Yeah,
they broke up. They broke up. You know, like, keeping track of their wild. Their love affairs is.
They broke up.
Yeah. Well, what else would you call it?
I don't want to talk about him. I don't know the guy, and he's.
Why did they have a falling out? I'm so out of the.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Yeah. Apparently, Oxmoor was looking to. This is all gossip and hearsay, but word on the street is, ladies and gentlemen, skivvy, is that Oxmoor was sort of positioning with Zombinomicron, that con man from Australia, to usurp.
The other con man from Australia, other than Liam Oz.
Argus, right?
Yeah, screaming about Liam Oz, who's never done a dirty deal and always delivers their shit. Calling us con man. Meanwhile, we've got an actual millionaire con man from Australia, and no one's given that any oxygen. It's the most hilarious thing ever, and no one's paying attention to it. But
Yeah. Oh, I do remember when that happened. Yeah, like they booted him out.
Yeah, so they apparently had name. Yeah, apparently. So apparently there was a falling out over that. So
funny point.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. The best thing about it is that Cecil totally appropriated Cheese's only funny creation, and now it's associated with Cecil.
If you layer the cake,
that is kind of funny.
If you layer the cake of that Oxmoor song, it couldn't have happened if the stars, sun, and moon didn't align. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many layers. If whatever didn't happen to Preston, if he didn't simp, if Cecil didn't impersonate, if I didn't innovate, and if people didn't like it, and then if people didn't take it upon their own, you see what I'm saying? The fucking layers upon that. I don't even have any, it's not even a part. I have 1/8 to do with it. There's other 8 parts to this whole layer. And I think that's what actually is the fascination of it.
How long until we get our,
important thing?
What's that?
What?
The most important element was Oz
and
letting,
Oz letting him on the show. That was the other layer. Yes, I keep forgetting that. Oz
allowing Mecha on the show.
I agree with Yellow Flash though. Mecha, I mean, as far as any of those guys over there goes, Mecha's reasonable. I can have a conversation with him. I'm not going to agree with him, but I can have a conversation.
Yeah,
I could have a conversation.
I had no issues with Mecha, except he was going like, dude, bro. I mean, like, how much can you lift, bro? And I was just kind of like, where's this guy coming from? Like,
yeah,
that's then corny. Like there was a bunch of disingenuous. There was a bunch of disingenuous shit, and it's just like, dude, like, I'm trying to talk to you like a normal person, just like, what are you fucking doing? Just quit it, But it was all politics. That's the thing. Like I was saying earlier, guys. So much of the shit that we're dealing with, the in parentheses gay ops, is because the people that are executing the gay ops are more interested in the political climate and tribalism than they are just making comics in the comic book industry, right? And so, and I was reporting on this for a long time. I've been close to it. I've seen it. I've got my ear to the ground, and I'm at the point now where I'm just like, the people that are trying to politicize this are fucking really hurting everyone, like in a bad way, because
no, I agree.
There's always going to be tribes. There's always going to be tribes, right? There's always going to be camps. That's cool. But like when it's like we're going to spread misinformation and lies and try and hurt people, and like the weird thing is when you pull your punches, Like, I could have gone way harder at Polter, right? I could have gone way harder at Polter. I could have gone way harder at McCheese and really fucking given a show out of it. And it would have got me more views and more attention, and it would have been, in parentheses, healthy for my growth, which is all the things these guys think about. But I held back because I'm like, hey, I don't want to just fight for the sake of fighting. I want to focus on what I'm doing, and these guys are getting it from everyone, so I'll just give them a break. They know that they're fucked up in certain ways, and maybe they'll address those things. And how I was repaid for that was for them to come twice as hard at me. And I just thought, like,
well, that's the predicament I always feel like creators, like, when I say put themselves in, I'm not saying it's anybody's fault, but it's like once you become a creator, you kind of have to ride that line of like pulling your punches, because the wrong punch could hurt your business.
Punch everyone. That's
you think so?
No, seriously, I'm not joking. I'm 100% fucking real. Pull no punches on anyone, ever, because me pulling punches has had me putting up with shit for a year. Has had me putting up with shit and games and manipulations and people thinking that they can exploit and hurt you. Pull no punches. Go at everyone as hard as you fucking can as soon as they come at you. Don't start a fight, but you fucking finish it. You end it. Because these motherfuckers will not respond to reason, compassion, civility. They'll wear the Christian cross over their heart and proclaim that they love Christ. Meanwhile, they'll carry out acts of evil in his name. Fuck all of these people. They are dirty, despicable, evil men. Pull no punches on fucking anyone, right?
Yeah, I
because
can see,
they will not give you the same charity. They will play dirty. They will turn your customers against you. They will spread lies and misinformation. If there's no dirt on you, they will create dirt on you to smear you with it. Pull no punches. Apologize to no one. Fight.
Yeah, I can see like the not starting a fight but finishing it. Absolutely. I would always worry that, again, I mean, you've been doing it. I haven't been, I put out one art book and there wasn't even a campaign. I just put it on Lulu.com,
But I mean, man, the thing is, like, I tried to be peaceful. Remember how all this shit started? I was just sitting here. I'm sitting here right now because, like, I was like, hey, I'm going to build a show where we take all all of the drama and the tensions, because there's factions fighting on Twitter that really don't want to be fighting in a smaller community. And we'll bring the creators together. They'll talk things out because Twitter's a cesspool. 10 minutes in person should be enough to sort things out. We'll high five at the end of it and move on. And instead it turned into this huge, big fucking nightmare drama explosion. And then everyone blamed me for that. And in the end, I learned that the reality is, guys, like, these people want to fight. They don't actually want to get along, and they don't really care about the bigger community,
My mic was muted. I was like, they want it. That's what they want.
They want to fight, yeah. And it's like, cool, that's what some people want, and they got really upset when I didn't give it to them, because that's not what I want. That's never been what I want, I really do care about the comic book industry, and I really do want this to be a viable career path for young artists. And I want, young readers to have superheroes that aren't full of communist brainwashing and like Marxist propaganda. Like, that's all I want. I want it to just be like it was back in the 70s and the 80s. Like, that's in the 90s.
You can't have a hero that's in love with his goat or dog.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want, Spider-Man to be like, look, I think I should be able to marry this goat, and you're a bigot for saying I can't. The story arc, I don't want Spider-Goat, legacy of love to be,
you're just a
bigot, a 12-part. I don't want the 12-part series where Spider-Man marries and fucks a goat. It leaves MJ at the altar because people just can't relate to being married to a hot supermodel.
Liam,
so
you're intolerable. You have no acceptance for other people's needs.
I know. I'm a horrible person.
Spider-Man fucking go.
Mr. Jewel says, Liam, you fucked up huge telling what to do on a stream. Yeah, huge mistake, sir. Guess what? If anyone puts me on stream with people I don't want to be on, I'm not coming back on their show. I'll tell anyone whatever the fuck I want. I'll tell anyone. I'm the rule master. I'm the orange tyrant. You know, if you don't want me on your show, don't bring me on. Don't bring me on and then bring people on that I don't want to fucking interact with. My presence is a fucking gift, ladies and gentlemen. I owe no one my time. I owe no one my time. I don't have to sit up at night instead of sleeping next to my beautiful partner and do streams and hang out with people because I fucking gain anything from it, right? So, no, I'm not playing fucking games. None of you guys control me. None of you have power over me. And if you want me, you got to put up with all the fucking problems that come with me, and you got to follow the rules they're having me on. I'm a celebrity, baby. I'm a fucking rock star. You wish you could be me. You have to beg to get on streams, and you motherfuckers don't get allowed on because no one fucking wants you on. Well, guess what? I can set rules and tell people what to do. I know. I'm just gonna let's see me be ruined in a year. I'm gonna be ruined, right? Fucking ruin a rock star, baby. Let's see you try it.
Oh, Liam, I took that same thing. If I could make it to next July without canceling myself or doing something really stupid, then I'll move forward. You know?
Yeah, no, don't. I'm just.
Aim high there, Sinatra.
I'm just stirring them up. Yeah, chase your dreams, man. Always chase your dreams.
No, I'm literally trying to fucking cancel. If I could get away with anything I'm doing by next July, then I'm fine. I'm good, and I can move forward.
Yeah,
that's all.
Can I?
I want to cock block goats in Spider-Man. It's true. Monkey Jeebus has me.
Can I plug something real quick? Because Brother Gaius is asking me in the chat.
Oh, no.
Would that be okay? Wait, Liam wants to cockblock goats in Spider-Man? What?
What did I start here? You guys.
I don't even get that reference.
You got to keep up. You got to keep up. That's my deeply held political beliefs. Just so you know.
You got to move fast. You got to move fast.
So
yeah,
Liam's
right.
Got an issue with goats. I guess.
I'm anti goats. You know, I'm anti goats. I'm against sexual intercourse with animals, like aggressively so. That's one of my rules. You know, Oz remembers. One of the commandments is no having sex with animals. You know, no having sex with animals, no playing in traffic. You know, like I've got a bunch of them.
I think that's a good rule to have.
Yeah, I've got to keep adding rules. Unfortunately, yeah, you know. I know what I'm doing. My rules exist for a reason, yeah. But shill this thing.
Yeah,
what are you shilling?
Because I mentioned I had an art book. So Brother Gaius was like, "You have a book?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have my art book. If anybody wants to go to lulu.com, you can pick it up. It's called Dark of Midnight: The Art of Anthony Romano. It's just an art book, but in comic book format. So,
what's that? Who? Anthony Romano?
That's me. Yeah.
Why don't you show us some of the inside?
I thought for some reason I thought Ray Romano. Like what?
I get that a lot. I wish I had his money.
I've got his awkwardness. I'll give you that.
What's a good one?
Those are like maps. Those are like world maps kind of texture.
This is a character concept for the book that I'm working on.
I really like that parchment effect that you've got going on there, and that sort of brown wash.
Yeah,
I like that a lot, dude.
The figure on her is pretty good.
I appreciate it.
Right there. Show me that right there.
This is another character concept for the same book.
Yeah, that figure that you've got the guy there that's sort of hunched over. I think that. Can you show us closer? I think the hand on his leg might be a little bit off, but the rest of his figure seems pretty solid.
Yeah, the hand is definitely off.
Just a little bit, and I think that a little bit of the baggage on the shirt sort of technically correct, but a little baggy in a way that it makes his bicep look longer. But yeah, no, it's really good though. You're like good character acting there, man.
Appreciate it. My favorite one. I'll show this is my favorite one, and it was Anna and John Malin.
That's
criticized this one. In a good way.
I remember that stream. Yeah.
Yeah. So they gave me. It was probably one of their more lenient critiques that I've ever seen. I was like pretty proud of that.
What's the cover to that again, right there? Nice. All right.
Cool. There you go, gay brother.
Gay brother.
All right, I'm gonna play the ad for my koalas, and you all need to go out and buy them, because then after I show the ad and I check to see whether you've bought them, I'm gonna close the stream, and then I'm gonna shut down the store.
Fuck. All right, I'm gonna look at this.
So you're telling me that I stayed up till 4:20 in the morning for a rocket stream, and there's no rocket stream?
I didn't want to interrupt, but there was a technical malfunction on the rocket, and they're trying to push it till tomorrow. Thanks for bringing the stream down, man.
Yay!
Bringing my love from me to you.
Jazz Crab is correct. I once repaired John Bon Jovi's fence. I must have mentioned that on a stream or something. I knew there was no rocket launch, Oz. I said that in the chat.
Hey, Liam, you made a woman cry tonight. You know that, right?
I know. I always make women cry. It's usually because of my raw sex appeal, though. I just walk down the street and they fall to their knees weeping.
Cherokee Party, Putty Pie, kissed the girls and made them cry.
That's right. I can't help it. It's my swagger, you know, my orange ginger swagger. Those chickies all go for the short leprechaun guys, you know?
I think you're all right, man.
You like how I got his legs dancing on my head?
Everyone asks, why did you keep the red outline?
I know, I was going to say that. I don't even care. Fuck it. It's charm. It's charm, Liam.
It just makes it look so dodgy.
Can you bring up Rock's super chat, please? His message, please, on. The one above it. The one above it.
Liam's bulky frame belongs to all the. Is he singing?
That's right. If you're a chubby chaser, then you can buy my likeness now in this orange pin, and you too can have all the heifers. They will come and they will gather around your refrigerator if you get the magnet. You could put the stickers on it. You could put the stickers on a bus stop, and they would all gather around there. Like you could have a real life Pokemon Go. You know, you could catch all the milk tanks. You just go back that koala campaign. Throw a few dollars down for Chotchki, help out Oz for what he's doing here, and yeah, that's it can happen. It can happen.
I did get the combo.
Good on you, Dark Gift.
Yeah, Crack Rock's got it. Got a great sale point. I mean, thank you. Yeah, you know, like there's many reasons that you want a lot of fat chicks in one place, and now you have the power to make that happen. You know?
Thank you.
How long is are you keeping Xenotype open for?
Until we get the colors done, which let me just hit refresh. Might actually be this week. Let's say
close this week.
No, probably 2 weeks. Probably two. Let's say 3 weeks, but probably closer to 2, maybe sooner. We're going fast. We've just got to get stuff printed off. As soon as I send shit off to the once the pre-press is done for the colored version, I send off to the printer. I'll do a 24-hour closeout stream where I just violently abuse myself for 24 hours of live streaming, and we'll close out Xenotype.
Because I really want to get the all three, the tier with all three books, but I've been out of work for 8 months, so it's been a little hard. But if I have to, I'll settle for the one.
I would love to be able to just I'd love to be able to just send you one. You know what I mean?
No. That's why I asked how long it was open for. I'm trying to in my mind. I'm trying to okay, this one's closing soon, so can I get that? That's basically how I've been backing over the last few months. Is who's closing soon, and how much can I afford to back?
Right. No, me too. Yeah, I can definitely get a budget.
So
I think once a month.
Yeah. By the way, Xenotype is on Indiegogo right now. It is available. So if you haven't picked it up, go check it out.
I mean, if I have to, I'll just get the one book, but I'd really like to have all three.
Yeah. Well, they're collector's edition stuff, and when you find out some of the stuff that's going on, you'll be glad that you got them. You know what I mean? That's all I'll say. These are you want cool comic book collectibles? Xenotype Chapter 1 to 8. That's Xenotype Dreamcatcher, the first installment of the superhero soap opera Revived. That's it's happening here. It's a series you've been waiting for. It's a series you all demanded.
Yeah, the concept. I mean, the concept clicked with me right off the bat, and I mean, Odie's art and Scotsman's colors are great. So,
thank you.
Just in as a book, let alone a collector's edition, it still looks like a great buy. So.
Thank you, and I'm sure that many people enjoy it. Now, it's not going to be what everyone wants. I know there are people that are going to be upset. There's not enough tentacle rape in it. There's not enough. There's not enough hardcore pornography.
Is that really? Is that really?
That's criticism I have received. Yeah, that is. I have received that as criticism.
Can I guess? Is it the SWC assholes?
No, actually, no.
It wasn't them? I would totally think that came from them.
It sucks because, I actually was expecting to get negative reviews, and I was hoping for criticism that I could actually apply. Instead, all the criticism is Liam, you're a fat megalomaniac. I'm I know, all right? I know everything, so of course I know I'm a megalomaniac. I can't really apply that to improve my work at all. So, stuff the story should be about something else completely, and it should have pornographic content in it. That's why, that's the only way to save it. I can't apply that, I'm sorry, that's not the story I'm telling. You know what I mean? That's your fan fiction that you've built in your head. That's not the story.
Right. That's so crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's some people people do, and it's good that at least they took the time to review it and stuff. But I wish that they took time actually addressing the shit that was in the book and reading it, rather than just skimming through the art and then making vague assertions and asking questions that are answered in the product or anything. You know what I mean? Come on.
Lord Vinatra for $2, thank you, says Oz dresses in drag.
Dude, and Liam makes the big girls cry. Big girls don't cry until Liam comes around. When Liam comes around,
that's right. They're weeping. They're just weeping,
Johnny Rando asks,
just
"Who still going?"
Feel the crying women when you walk by. Just
What is the size of the Megabox sketch? Picking out a dope frame.
Nice. It's around probably, I think, at the current US dollar, it's probably about 160 or 170.
About the size, Liam. He's talking about the size.
Oh, sorry.
It's A4 size.
Nice.
Oh, is that one of the tiers? I haven't checked the page out.
Yeah. I do a sketch. Cool. I did a sketch.
Is he the guy that? Is he the guy that got the? Is he the guy that got the cool clam with the you showed earlier, the inked thing that you did?
Yes. Yeah.
You want to show that again to everyone who might not have been here. This is pretty cool.
Hang on a sec. I'll bring it up again.
This is a piece of original art by Ozark Creations. You know, he is an artist, so you know, you will be seeing stuff from him in the future, and get excited. This is some of his first sold out within Comicsgate piece of history.
I have to agree with Felix there. I think from your description of the book, Liam, there's the perfect amount of tentacle rape and xenotype.
Thank you, Felix. Thank you. You know, imagine reading an issue of Spectacular Spider-Man from 1978 and putting it down and being like, yeah, that crime scene with the Vulture and all of that was kind of cool, and that sort of like that sort of corporate espionage thing was kind of interesting. But you know what was missing? Like, the Vulture he should have just fucked someone, you know? Like, it should have been like a 3-page sequence right at the beginning with him just fucking the shit out of someone, you know? Like, and it's like, oh, okay, you know, like.
Why you gotta make me laugh when I'm trying to take a hit over here? Every time.
Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad.
I stopped doing drugs a long time ago. I just smoke pot now.
You know what I just did? I accidentally blocked Brother Gaius.
No, you
How do I unblock something? Okay, if you want to, you're gonna have to unblock. You definitely have to unblock Brother Gaius. You can't do it right now, but when the stream is over, go into your channel settings, and then go into your channel settings, and there'll be a sort of a community tab thing, and then you scroll all the way down in that. There's a list of people that are blocked, and then you click. There'll be an X next to his name. Click that; it'll remove the block from it.
Gaius. You can't.
I've got plenty of experience unblocking people because I block so many people. I know the fact that I'm a tyrant. You know.
As much shit as Gay has been talking junk about me, you know what? It serves you well, buddy.
Don't stream stoned, people. Drugs are bad. All right. So what do I do? I got to go into my page.
I'm gonna sneeze and then I'll go through it and I'll walk you through it. Hold on.
Yeah, I actually do remember seeing that section. You go into studio. Yeah, I have to click on it myself to look.
Sorry, Brother Gaius.
It's okay. So you go to studio.
He's a member as well. That's terrible. I wonder, do you get a notification if you get blocked?
You don't. You just can't type anymore. So yeah, you go to studio. Oh gosh. Then you click on your little head up here, or your icon, and then you go down to. Oh god, where is it? I'm hopeless. Settings. Yep, you go to settings, and then down to community, and then you'll have automated filters. And then you scroll down, and it'll say approve users, hidden users, and then you unhide the users. You know. I wonder if I should unblock some people. I wonder. I'm just looking at my list now. You know.
The names, the list.
Yeah. Oh wow.
The sketch therapy on there?
Yeah. I got a bunch of sketch alts. I wear them like badges of honor. You know. They said it couldn't be done, but the Great Mob War was waged.
Hey guys, don't get out. Thank you for having me. Liam, nice hanging out, and Anthony, nice hanging out. Nice hanging out first time with you, buddy.
You too, brother.
All right, man. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, keep chasing your dreams. Stay true to yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna listen. Your boring ass voice is gonna put me to bed. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Good
That's
night.
what I'm here for. I'm here to relax you.
I show bringing my love from me to you.
Johnny Rando says Oz's piece is going to be matted and mounted on acid-free paper before it goes in an expensive frame with UV glass. Wow.
Nice.
I've done your sketch on a nice piece of watercolor paper, so I hope you like it.
Beautiful. And that's one of two pieces. If you guys want to have a piece of original art by by our boy Oz here. You can see the time and detail he puts into it and what he's capable of. He doesn't just draw koalas with their uncut dicks hanging out. You can make a request of any Comics Get character if you jump in and grab the $200 tier, the top tier that gives you one of everything, and an original sketch by an original illustration by Oz Art. And you've got about 10 minutes to pull the trigger on that, and then that is out of here. And getting Oz to get off his ass and draw is a pain. So if you want something, get it now. Grab it while you can.
Nice, man.
Grab it while it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of
essentially you're paying for a piece of his art, and all of the junk that you get with my ugly mug on it is just a bonus.
I did unblock him. Is there a delay? Is there a delay? I feel terrible.
Do you use ink pens or do you use quills?
I use everything. Yeah, I use brush mainly, and then sometimes quills, sometimes just ink pens.
Yeah, I'm trying to use ink pens. I'm not liking them. I might have to go get some India ink and go back to using my nibs and quills.
Yeah. Sometimes, just spray some ink on the paper. It looks like I really got rid of Brother Gaius.
Are you?
I'm sorry, Brother Gaius. If you're listening from afar, I do apologize.
Maybe he can't come back into the stream. Maybe he can come into the next one. Is that how it works?
I don't know.
I don't know. You got to get him back in here, though. He's like your main dude. You know what I mean? You of all the people to block, he's like the guy that's always. He's like your biggest fan. You know what I mean? Let me show you.
Fan in inverted commas.
Yeah, well, fan, hater. I mean, I can't tell the difference anymore.
There's a fine. It's like love and hate. There's a fine line between fans and haters.
What am I sharing here?
It's some concept art for a series I'm developing. That's what I'm doing. It's I wanted to have something with all the serious shit that's been going on. I wanted something a little more whimsical and fun. This isn't final. I'm going to be making some changes. It's sort of rough. Don't laugh.
Tolpa's leaving it to the very last minute.
That's great. I'm stalling for time. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys. This is the first sort of look at it. It's going to be called Wonder Island, Hero of Brightwater. And it's going to be just a fun adventure series, in the sort of style of old retro arcade games, I guess,
I was just gonna say, I'm getting that vibe, like a Zelda.
Yeah, kind of like Legend of Zelda, but I guess, Legend of Zelda-ish.
Like the old school style,
Yeah, that's what I sort of wanted. I wanted everyone to sort of be really super deformed chibi style, and it's just going to be really colorful and magical and fun, and just something, because Xenotype's really dark and gritty. So, yeah, it's that's one of the things I'm looking to sort of launch. Just some rough concept art. So
who's doing the art on that?
I'm insulted.
Is that you?
Insulted. Are you saying that I can't draw?
I didn't know you to be an artist. Seriously.
I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be an artist before I was a comic book writer, but I saw Jim Lee and shit, and I was like, I can't compete with that. My level of skill was superior to what most shit is coming out of Marvel these days, but that was not good enough to cut it back in the 90s. So I gave up on my dreams. That's but yeah, so
I had no clue, but I'm sorry. I mean, I remember you saying...
No, it's okay. I'm joking, man. It's all right.
I remember you saying... I remember you telling that story, but I just didn't... I didn't realize, it was still something that you did or whatever. So.
Yeah. I still draw from time to time. It's something that, and this would just be some short little things that'd be fun to do. I don't know if I'll crowdfund it or not, or I'll just release it as a book, but maybe through Scholastic. I'll have to call up my guys and we'll see. But I just wanted something whimsical and magical and fun, that that was not sort of hunkered down in gritty cynicism and personal struggle.
Right. No,
I wanted to tap into that happy orange spirit, like that. I want to be smiling like that cheery guy to the right of me up in that top corner. You know, I wanted to be that guy. So
yeah, sometimes you need something light, you know. That not everything has to be so overly dramatic. I mean, it's cool.
My mindset has been so fucking like dark and grim and focused on urgency and desperation and shit, you know, like Oz blocked me, says, yep, I know.
He put it on Indiegogo.
And I just wanted to make something fun and lighthearted, you know, something that we could laugh about, you know.
He's besmirching my name, my good name on Indiegogo.
You just lost your blockginity, my friend. You know, in a month you'll be like me. Oh, you'll have
in
everyone
a month,
blocked.
there won't be anyone left in my chat.
Yeah, you'll be the other orange tyrant. You know, there'll be no one left.
It'll be Twitless and Berserkers. That'll be the only two left. We'll all
you'll
be
lording
blocked.
it. You'll be lording it over. You'll be lording over everyone, telling them that you're a rock star, that they got to kiss your feet, telling them the rules for that they can be on the stream.
All right. Let's have a look. Let's have a last look and see whether anyone backed the campaign before I close it out.
Yeah, sure, ladies and gentlemen. This is your last chance. Rush over there because there's about a 30-second delay. Remember, so if you're trying to get it before you close out, do it now, or else by the time we do close it out, it'll be gone, and I'm not going to let him sell anymore after this thing's closed. So,
what are you guys going to do with any
Oh,
extras?
2 more backers. Awesome. Look at that.
Nice.
$2,129.
Jeez Louise.
You could always
At
give
least it
away.
wasn't 100.
It's that ad. It's that brilliant ad that I made. I think that's what it is.
That got you the 2 backers?
Yeah, it's tearing into me over my weebness, you know?
You could always, if you have any left over, you could always use them like on stream to give away as like little prizes on, you know, stupid stuff or whatever.
Blech.
All right.
No, that'll devalue the product. Could you imagine people buying them and then me just giving them away?
No. I mean, like if you had like get this answer right, and I'll give you a sticker. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
I give you a virtual hug.
Cecil's sobriety has popped back in, and I've got a feeling that that's a familiar face. I've got a hunch that we know who that is. I suspect.
Block you. why does the gayest of the brothers have an alt? This is the question that I need answered.
Now I'm telling you now that that Oz has blocked a Comicsgate customer, you know, and it's an unforgivable sin. Your show's over, Oz. Don't you know you're over? You know, I'm sure that
16 days is up.
Yeah, Brother Gaius is going to come off. He's going to start streaming 1 minute before you. You know, it's over, Oz. You've destroyed yourself. It's already over, Oz.
Only 7 more hours to beat. Yeah, she went long.
Poor Svidsky Giddy.
She went like 11 and a half hours. That was champion. I couldn't do that.
Yeah. We have Cecil sobriety. We have taken measure to try and get you unblocked. Let us know if it continues to be an issue after this stream, please.
He says for reals. I just backed the IGG again and banned blocked.
That's what you get for being greedy.
It's a limit of 1 pin per person.
It's 1 pin per person. It's karma. It's karma getting you. You know, you're like, I'll get Liam. And you're like, boom, gotcha. Oz is a hat group. That's right. If you could wear a hat, any hat, you had access to 1 hat, right? And that was to be your definitive hat, but you had to wear that hat every day the rest of your life. What would the hat be?
For the rest of my life.
Yeah, it's like whenever anyone depicted you, it's like Molly Meldrum. Like it would become part of your character. The hat is like part of you, right? Like, what is your hat?
I actually own the hat that I would pick.
Well, go put it on while Oz ponders the deep meaning and philosophy.
What's the least annoying hat that there is? Can I have a
I don't know.
beanie?
Yeah, you could have a beanie. That's a kind of hat, right? Chat, chat, we need your opinion. Is beanie a head sock and thus not qualified into the realm of hat, or does it count as a hat because it's headwear?
I think for a hat to be a hat, it's got to have a brim. I think we can make that distinction. Otherwise, it's...
Yeah, I think... Oz.
Yeah.
You know what you just did?
Tell me.
You just made a rule, Oz. It started.
But I said think. I said think.
Yeah.
I didn't provide a full definition.
Yeah, you're on the way, man. You're on the way, you know.
But here's the thing. This is why you don't make hard and fast rules. If that was true, then a fez wouldn't be a hat, and a fez is definitely a hat.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Fez would be the one I choose. Let's embiggen Dark Gift. He's bringing class to the stream like I never could. Look at that.
It's a little dusty because I only usually wear it at Halloween for my vampire costume, but...
You're a man of sophistication and class, good sir.
Yeah, I try. You know.
Yeah.
I'm from Jersey, so it doesn't always work out, but I try.
I love me some Jersey. I miss Jersey. I want pizza from
What
Jersey
about a
so
pith
bad.
helmet?
A pith helmet's kind of cool. Yeah, like the hunter hat. Yeah, that's rad.
Yeah.
What about you, chat? What's your favorite hat? Go and back the Koala campaign before he cancels it, and then come back and tell us what hat you would wear. Ooh, Cavalier hat from King Cobra. That's a good one.
What about like
Steampunk
the
hat?
Robin Hood hat? You know, the long pointy green one with a feather out.
I don't think there's many people that would wear that. What's a Stetson hat? Do we know?
It's a
Can we get
cowboy
our
hat.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's
Backwards baseball cap for VIP. So he's a man of casual class. There, you know, he's a man of the people. Back to Koala Indigogo before he blocks you. That's right. Get on it.
But don't back it twice because then he'll block you anyway.
Oh, nice. Deerstalker. Deerstalker hat. That's kind of cool. Cowboy hat from Pete. You know. Look at all you guys. You guys are. We really are a hat group. You know.
What do they call the hats with the things that go over your ears?
Oh, like up in like people who like live in like
Canadian
cold climates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Canada hats. I don't know.
They look pretty comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Ogre says
Like
he prefers
if you had to wear a hat all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Though no, it's their wool. Imagine what fucking hell that would be. You know, like. Hey, thanks, Pete. I appreciate the support, even if it goes to this son of a bitch. I enjoy your stickers, my friend. Enjoy your stickers.
Ah, loophole. There's no limit on the sticker packs, just the pins.
Yeah.
Lord Finacci is supposed to be in bed. Go to sleep. Let me tell you a bedtime story. I'm not really going to tell him a bedtime story.
I was waiting for it.
Okay, Johnny Rando says a mink bowler. So that's like, is that different to just a normal bowler hat? Like,
well,
that
if it's
seems
a
to
mink,
be a very
it's
specific
going to
type
be
of
pretty
bowler.
fancy. It's going to be.
Yeah, it sounds like it's fancy.
It's going to be really soft.
Is that what it means?
Can you make a bowler out of mink?
I don't know. I think it's got to be a specific thing. I think that Johnny Rando is so fucking sophisticated that he can tell you the difference between different types of bowler hats. I think he's like, this is the bowler hat that would be my preferred hat. You know, like Xenotype Beanie. Go Johnny Rando, you legend. Definitely a man of class. Ozblock members, we got to watch out. That's right. You guys are going to rise up and riot.
Be careful when you get your membership.
Yeah.
Look, how many times have I told you guys?
Make one of your perk tiers. Make one of your perk tiers that you'll block them.
Well, look.
Make one of your.
You know what I could have? I could have a wrench, a blue wrench, and it'd be a rotating wrench.
Mm. Yeah, that's cool.
And a member gets it each day.
Mm. Yeah.
I'll call it the World Red User mod.
Oh, jeez. Straw boater in the summertime. I don't know a straw boat.
It has to be one half.
Yeah, no, look, he's back. He's back.
He's revived, and he's got the pin in his hand. Wow, Brother Gaius, you really let your hand get fat and all fucked up, dude. Look at that.
I was telling Ozzy the other day, I think he's got more toe thumb than EVS does.
How did Brother Gaius get his pins, Oz? Soon. You know?
Well,
he's got a picture of it in his avatar. How'd he get those? And I always thought him more of a slender man to have a big chunky hand like that. Like it's I kind of feel bad for him to have a hand like that, you know?
Any case, I think that we should end the stream here.
I'm just giving shit. You hit refresh and then we'll.
All right, I hit refresh and then we'll close it out. I'll replay my intro. It's the outro. No.
And thank you to everyone who came, and thank you for supporting the campaign. Be excellent to one another, and I'm sorry for making fun of your hands, Oz.
And
I'm not sorry.
you know, I apologize on behalf of Liam for the lack of rocket.
Mm-hmm. I am very.
But it may happen tomorrow.
Yeah. So, thanks everyone.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Thanks for coming on Dark Rift, Finatra. Did anyone else come on? Oh, Kolle.
Yeah.
It was great. Johnny Rando.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for your support. Cecil Sobriety, stop arguing with yourself. Pete Kellen, there's a high member tier. Maybe I'll make that just for you.
Yeah.
All right. I'll catch you guys later.
You call it the sketch tier.
The sketch tier.
The sketch tier is the mod tier. You know, like...
It's the Owl Show, bringing my love from me to you. The Owl Show, help me help you to help me help you. The Owl Show, bringing my love from me to you. The Owl Show, help me help you to help me